8 Limgrave bosses, a center square. Don't see a grafted sign. I do see a Gilligan. I do see a Lanciax on the board here. There is Soldier of Godric, Bare Fist only. There is a Geel. Dupe Remembrance is kind of fast. Leonine Misbegotten. Magma War is kind of fast if you go for the Kaled one.
Yeah.
Interesting board. Interesting board here.
Killing the Grafted Scion would count towards the boss in Limgrave. So, you know.
That is true.
Be a thing.
That is true.
But yeah, I imagine just doing a lot of the Limgrave stuff will be probably best, especially with one of the tree spirits being a boss there. The 3 tree spirits. There's Cemetery Shade, one of those in Limgrave. Godric summoning Nepheli. That's probably one of a faster one to run, especially with duping Remembrance. When you go to dupe the Remembrance, you can grab the Grace for Cemetery Shade too, which there's one in Liurnia.
Yeah.
The Ice Leaf, Ordovus Greatsword. Ordovus Greatsword probably the best one here so far.
Honestly, I would go with the
shields.
Giant Crusher class here, to be honest, because then you start with a bow, and having bow only on row 5 here, just having that as a possible backup might be not a bad idea. Or going for the Ice Leaf with the, is that the Horn Bow? I think it's the Horn Bow.
Honestly, that might be best.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the mace plus oh, save that weapon.
Is that Alabaster Lord Sword there? Did I just?
Was
that Alabaster Lord Sword?
I don't know. I forget the name of that.
Prophet,
like
I think?
that black greatsword. But yeah, this I could see both of the players going entirely different classes. There isn't like a clear this one's best.
Yeah, especially for a Geel +0 in this case.
Yeah. Yeah, that mace is gonna be pretty good. Especially
Stat line is kind of oofta though. He got 15 intelligence, which you're probably not gonna be using. Huh?
I was saying the sword is just the Knight's Greatsword.
Oh, yes. This guy thinks got upward cut.
Yeah. Upward slash. But yeah.
No, it's upward cut. You want to make it interesting?
Upward. I'll check. There is another Smithing Stone +12 square on the board as well.
You know, maybe I shouldn't go to TwitchCon, dude. I like to make things way too interesting, gambling-wise. I don't know if I should go there. Or just.
It is uppercut. It's stamp uppercut. That's what I was.
It's still uppercut. I'll take it. And match begin.
And we're about to start. Here we go. Let's see if one of them's gonna kill Grafted Sign. I'm going for Grafted Sign is actually not good. If it was a square, I think it'd be good. But I think just rushing to the Agiel Grace.
I'm just thinking
fight.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just think the Agiel fight would be probably the best thing to rush here. Go ahead.
Yeah, probably. I was just thinking about making things interesting. Like, what if I go to like TwitchCon? Like, hey, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to make it into the venue. Your pass doesn't work. You want to make it interesting? you want to talk about that? You want to gamble? All right, here it looks like Bree is a little bit behind here, a little bit later, about 5 seconds. But yeah, none of them going for Grafted Scion. Chris's dreams crushed live on TV.
Yet again. One day we'll have it. Although I see if I'll be commentating that match or not, but either way I want to see it happen.
And here we go.
Is there?
I think they're going for a Geel. I would be surprised if both of them go for a Geel.
Yeah. I was gonna say if there's a a square with oh, there is 5 bosses Red Horse. That one is pretty good to combo with Limgrave bosses because there's like 2 Knights Cavalry, the Tree Sentinel. That's just like 3 right there. And then there's I would say just rushing one of these early squares like Agiel, which is a square on the board, and then. Yeah, okay. It looks like Bushy's not going for Agiel right away.
Yeah, that was a season 1 thing. The torrentless Agiel strat, that was something.
Yeah. Yeah,
was
I mean, with Uchi, it's very consistent.
Yeah, that was an interesting arc though, of like seeing people rush a Geel without Torrent, and then afterwards scramble to figure out where to go next, and you're like in the middle of a lake, just like, okay, which grace am I going to? I need to get something going now, and just like running across water. That was interesting.
Sometimes the fight can like lead it towards a different grace that you go and pick up, but yeah, generally you just like warp back and then proceed as normal.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like
Breeze running to the north, the Aguil Lake north grace.
Yeah. Bushy going for
the
gatekeep.
Closer. The gate front.
Is it gate front?
It's gate front.
Like, I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know
one
that
to
one.
One to one on names.
You want to make it interesting?
Yeah.
But yeah, looks like they might both still go for a Geel though. They'll probably port back to first step in this case, go on Torrent right away, and then go for that Geel fight.
Yeah, with I'm sure there's a spot in the other way, like approaching from kind of where Breeze at, like that side into the lake. But coming from the first steps, Grace Aguil will like land in a certain spot, and if you time it right, you can get a big shot onto its head as it comes down. Bushy actually not
going for
Aguil.
it. I think he sees the dupe and Godric with Nefeli loose square and maybe thinks that that's just better.
Honestly, they're like, again with Bingo, it's just like it's hard to tell what's like the right play to do, you know? They're just, especially for this early scramble, it's like there's a lot of like good routes to get like Limgrave bosses and stuff, especially bosses with tree in their name, bosses ride a horse, Limgrave bosses, cemetery shades, like there's just a lot of synergy. And I think what's going to be important is trying to grab like a solid weapon along the way.
Yeah.
And then being able to use that.
This is actually very interesting. You know, I agree. This is actually really weeping heavy if you think about it. You got Leonimus Begotten, you got a cemetery shade there. Yeah, I think you're definitely right here.
Very fast stagger from Bree onto the dragon. That going for R1s for some bleed, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and then Bushy just running right to Mario. There's the bleed proc as well as the headshot. Ooh,
okay.
Okay, not the best RNG. I was gonna say, wait, why'd she try to summon Torrent? But yeah, not Torrentless. Ooh, nice. Kept up the stance damage there. Yeah, so here you can either get like 2 Charger 2s on his leg there, or just go for the head hitbox. The head hitbox is more damage, but it can be harder to hit. But yeah, Bree opting for that. No second bleed proc yet. Imagine it'll be close. Bree's probably just gonna go for some R1s here. Another flyby fire attack. Bushy making the quick fight of the Margit fight here. Kind of getting through pretty quick. And ooh, that's a bad attack.
Oh, and Cliff too. Oh, he's that's kind of tough.
Yeah.
He's about to walk off, but then start doing the fire attack.
Yeah, you gotta just run up. Fortunately, it's not like a race against it, but like that could just cost the difference between the squares.
Well, then he just flies away again, though. That is really bad.
Kind of in a bad spot. Yeah, that was very scary. Well, just got cooked alive, medium rare.
Charged attack. She is not getting lucky on these attacks at all. That is.
There it is.
Really bad
and
RNG.
Gets the square. But yeah, Bushy already like on the way to Margit or Godric. That one. Just beating Margit. But yeah, Bree has a square on the board. So and that's one boss for each player as well. Neither of them have marked their Limgrave bosses, but yeah. What do you think Bree's gonna go for next, Tom?
I have no idea. I think going for Godric Nefeli Lu, I think she already knows that she mentally kind of forfeited that like square since she went for a Geel first. Or maybe she's just hoping that Bushy went for a Geel with her. But for how long that fight took, I would assume that she knows that he didn't go for it. Because based on her, honestly, like really bad RNG, that should have been sniped if they were both racing for it in that case.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'd maybe start prepping. She does have one Limgrave boss. Bushy has one Limgrave boss. I would start prepping. I would go maybe, think ahead. Okay, if he's going for Godric, Nefeli Lu, he's going to be going for duping, which means he's going to be in weeping. Let me go for, Cemetery Shades and Leonine maybe. Let me go for Urtrees. Because,
tree bosses, yeah.
Yeah, because of the tree bosses, right. Let me go for Liurnia maybe. Get the explosive physic real quick. Also another Urtree on top of that. It's like kind of play around what his current instant choice is.
Yeah, this is a very like go board, don't really have time to stop and think. It looks like Bree's going into Stormville here. See, the thing is though, even though Bushy's very much ahead on getting like Godric Feli Lu, by the time Bree would get to that fight, it'd probably be over. And that way she can then save Godric for the Kill Remembrance boss bow only.
Yep.
And, that is kind of slow to do with early on if you want to rush that for kill 8 bosses in Limgrave. But, if it could come down to that square later, especially because that's already on the column that Bree has for column 5 there, for the one square she's got. Or a good fight. Ooh, not running behind. Yeah, you can still do that. But when he does that like wind up attack, where he kind of holds it with both hands and an overhead slam, you can just run around behind him and get like a lot of attacks in.
Nice stagger though. Should get a bleed proc here, I think. And boom. Nope, never mind. I lied.
Yeah, the mace. Yeah, there it is. It doesn't have that much build up. Ooh, kind of bad RNG there.
I hate that move.
Follow up for the stab. Yeah.
That move is so annoying.
Yeah. See there, if you normally sometimes when you stagger a boss like Barget that has a couple seconds when it's staggered, you can get a couple hits in before you take the riposte. Standard stuff.
Yeah.
Bosses and enemies take 20% more damage while they're staggered as well, so you're just getting extra value. But if you press like R1, like buffer it after a jump attack, it'll immediately take the riposte without doing like an R1 ahead of time, even though it wouldn't feel like you'd take the riposte.
Nice staggers though too.
Yeah. The hammer class weapons do a ton of poise damage.
Yeah.
The R2 does like 39 something, I think. And Margit has 80 poise, so it's like 2 charge R2s and an R1, and he's staggered.
Bushy already being able to summon Nefeli Lu here, going to be, I guess, assigning his flasks accordingly, and then going straight to the fight.
Yep.
Going for the Nefeli Lu square.
Not bothering to level either, just going for it.
Yeah, I think just being as fast as possible, even though he did see that Agil square being marked by Bree, I think he just wants to make sure that he has first dibs on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was gonna say I'm not sure what I would do after this if I were Bushy, besides duping the Remembrance. Is that something that you'd rush right away and then just make weeping a priority, or do you let that linger? Let that dupe linger since you already got Godric before Bree did, not assuming that she's gonna go for it, and then go for Liurnia instead. Start prepping other things. Go for physics.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say going to weeping, getting the dupe plus like Cemetery Shades, the Urtree avatars. Those are all bosses in Limgrave, right? So. Also, like, there's the Knights Cavalry in there, which is a boss who rides a horse, and also Limgrave boss. So it really there's a lot of just synergy across the board. So yeah, Bushy taking this fight with Nefeli, which will cause Godric to have a lot more health and poise. But there we actually saw him get staggered, which I think Bushy thought it was the phase 2 transition because it was about the same amount of health, but it was just staggered. Could have taken a free riposte there, but it doesn't really matter too much when you're gonna have to do a ton of damage here anyway. Fortunately, he has the bleed to help it out.
Yeah.
Grab attack, nice. You can
fight,
strafe
too.
their grab attack, but like, you have to like run around it, so it's honestly just better to just dodge it. And always roll into those attacks with the grab attacks, so you don't roll with it and then get grabbed like we've seen some bell-bearing hunters grab some people.
Yeah.
The hitbox for that is kind of crazy too. Ooh, the whirlwind. Ooh, the stun from Nefeli. Huge.
Nefeli going to
assist.
town, but nothing really hitting because
Yeah.
of current riposte animation.
Oh, they're both doing the whirlwind.
Oh, Bree is talking to Nefeli Alu now.
Yeah, by the time I think Bree gets there, though, the square will be taken. So, yeah, she'll be able to... Yeah, especially with that bleed proc. She'll be able to,
Uh-oh.
Oh, Nefeli got grabbed. Yeah, now he can't, which...
Now he has to wait.
Yeah, he can't hit Godric while he's doing that.
Which is so silly.
Yeah. Yeah, the longer this fight goes, it's actually worse for Bree at this point because...
Yep. There we go, though.
You know, she might jump into the fight while summoning Nefeli. I think she was banking on
Yeah.
that Bushy also went for Agiel, and then she got that square first and then went. But, you know, she'll see here very soon. I imagine she'll quit out.
She can't quit out if you summon. You'll have to jump off the edge.
Yeah, okay. She immediately knows to go jump off the
Yeah,
edge.
she tries to quit
that's
out
what I
there,
figured.
can't do it, jumps off the edge here.
That's not too bad because, again, she can save it for Killer Remembrance boss with a bow only for Godric, whereas in the other bosses with bow only are much, much worse than shooting Godric. Sure, Godric has the whirlwind thingy that deflects arrows and stuff, but the health difference is just so much.
Yeah.
Especially on a boss like Renal, where you have to shoot the little girls with the arrows and stuff, which is satisfying as that is, you know, it takes a long time.
Yeah!
I just hate the girls singing, dude. They're so annoying.
Alright, gotta write that
anyway,
down. Chris not gonna sing ballads to his kids.
Okay, ever since I beat Renala blindfolded, I just get nightmares from that fight, dude. Just the having to find the girls just based on their singing, like position-wise, like.
Sleep tight.
Yeah. No, shut up. Stop it.
My mother's ashes. Or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the lyrics.
It's not that, but yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Generally how it goes though. Yeah, when you hear that for like hours on hours on hours, it gets annoying.
The thing that's going to be interesting is they're both going to Liurnia now. They're not going to Weeping.
Yeah, that is very interesting. There is the finish off boss with explosive physic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bree's going around too. I don't
Yep.
know. I think, yeah, like killing soldier, bare fist only, boss to ride a horse, all that stuff is so much more valuable. I really don't see the point of going to Liurnia here. Maybe for some weapon checks, I suppose, because that is pretty important. But with the mace, like you just get like a mace +3 or something like that, +4 even, just running around Limgrave. That'd be pretty easy, pretty free, but. Yeah, that is not gonna. Looks like it's not gonna be the immediate rush from either player here.
Looks like Bushy is going for the halberd check here.
Yeah, we'll see what it is.
I'm gonna say Lucerne.
I'm gonna say Gargoyle. You're going for the vanilla Lucerne.
Oh, the Lucerne is vanilla here. Never mind. Golden halberd.
Okay.
Commander
Has
standard.
Golden Halberd.
Commander standard.
Final answer.
Final answer. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Gargoyle's Halberd.
Oh, I think you're right. It's white. Oh, it's just halberd.
Well,
it's just a halberd, dude.
yeah, good old Halberd. Which is honestly a good weapon, like for just like a basic, like stick to hit something with, the long range,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I would say the flail's better purely because of the bleed, and the poise damage is really good too.
Yeah. Going straight to EG now. He could also go for a good old axe check here while going for the academy key.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I figured they were going through Liurnia for some weapon checks, some good space on the map. Because Altus can be a factor in this, especially with row column 5. Kill Altus bosses with Wormface being on that same line. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm very surprised neither player is rushing the Limgrave stuff, because there's like duo trio bosses too. You can get the Coastal Cave duo fight there. That's a Limgrave boss, pretty easy as well. Bree also gonna be picking up the halberd here.
Good old halberd.
Halberd.
Halberd. Halbert.
Ooh, not good with the crystal darts. Yeah, crystal darts gonna be good for the Urchy Bear Watchdog duo.
Yep.
Basically makes that fight super free. Maybe have to deal a bit of finishing damage.
Rose's
Ross's
axe.
axe, which I think is a very bad weapon. I see players use it a lot. It's really not that great. Like,
I mean, here's the thing.
and he equips it right away. I would rather use the mace than
Here's
this.
the thing. Here's the thing. You have 15 intelligence off of your stat line. You know what I mean? You're kind of moving into that direction anyways. So I think in this
Even
case
still,
it
man,
makes
like,
sense.
I would hold the money to level something up, and like thing is, yeah, I guess with this route, like, it could be fine, and then you could use that to go beat up things in Limgrave, like that'd be fine. But either of them could have been like halfway through 8 bosses in Limgrave if they just went for those right after Godric. And it looks like Bree is just gonna go beat up Tree Sentinel.
That's a good
Which
move.
I think is a very good choice. Halberd has good
Halberd
potential.
check.
You already saw one Halberd out of there.
Yep.
So.
But they also haven't checked the twins yet, have they?
Ooh, that's much. Yeah, I don't think either player's gone back to round table.
Also,
Which I'm
some
surprised more players don't do in a match like this where they need weapons. Like, I would,
Yeah.
if I was Bushy, I would definitely go to round table before committing to Ross's axe. I think this weapon is a huge bait. Like, just because it's somber is why I think players think it's solid. But
what did
yeah,
you call it?
Ross's axe? Ross's axe? What do you want me to say, man?
I don't know. It's a Ross's.
Yeah, because it has the apostrophe at the end. It's Ross's. Or like the summons is. I guess that's why I say it. So I just see that. So,
Okay. I thought it was Rose's.
Maybe-
Rose's.
Yeah,
Rose's summons.
I don't. I'm
Rose.
just saying words.
It looks like Rose to me, so I've been saying Rose the whole time.
Well, where's the rose? That's a different weapon. Ooh, there's a bleed proc. Nice.
Well, I mean, it's
Okay.
Rose without the E. Nice upgrade.
Yeah, it does have the apostrophe at the end of it, so it's like roses.
It just sounds funny, I guess.
Ross.
Ross. Yeah, is it
Well,
Ross?
the thing is, why you would pronounce, at least in general English stuff, you pronounce the vowel the way it sounds if there's an E at the end, but there's no E for Ross's.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was asking, because I was
The
confused.
red is Warsickle. She does have int, like the stat line has int. Wait, yeah, they started
How
with the
good
same
is that,
thing,
though? How good
so-
is lore? I've never seen
It's
anyone
really
actually use it.
weird. I think it has a good amount of stat requirements, but oh, that was funny. Kale had sold the flail as well, or the mace as well, that they started with.
Some players do swear on the Beach Merchant, though. Good weapon check, potentially. It's got 4 weapon options.
Yeah, is that where Bree's going? I think she's just gonna go. Yeah, she's
For
just doing
Erdtree.
Limgrave bosses, just beating up the
Yep.
Erdtree, which gives you a tree boss in their name. You know, just double synergy.
Yep.
Very nice, very nice.
Also, tree spirits. You could definitely do the tree spirit, which is a tree in its name, but also then it's a Limgrave boss, and it's
Yeah.
also a tree spirit. So that's triple synergy in that case. If you
Yeah,
want to do the
yep.
one in Stranded Graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah, she has the boss that rides a horse as well with Tree Sentinel, which is another tree boss as well. I wish she had marks the progress like with bushies, but it also makes it easier on the players being able to do that. That way there aren't any like miscounts, you know, like certain individuals in season 1.
That's
The 8
why
Limgrave bosses.
I give the players the option. If they don't do it and then they miscount, that's their own fault. You know.
You're getting a bit greedy there, running into the fire a bit early.
Going for looks like Altus here from Bushy, by the way, grabbing Magma Worm as his Altus boss, or Altus access, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah, and that'll build towards the Smithing Stone plus 12 weapon. But yeah, I think he did upgrade and commit to the Ross's axe, so...
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he leveled into it and everything.
hopefully that'll pay off for him, but I have big doubts about that weapon.
The Ashavor is actually,
great,
it really isn't that bad. The Ashavor really isn't that bad. If you get, like, we'll see it on the Magma Worm. Like, the headshots.
I think the Ashavor is the only, like, good part about it. Other than that, the damage on it is just bad.
Yeah, it's split. It's
like,
too split.
And the thing is, you have to do the summon, like, the skeletons will spawn directly in front of you wherever you're facing. They don't turn, like, when you... Because the actual slam of the axe itself, you can turn behind you or something like a charge R2, but the skeletons are a static position right in front of you, so you have to be actually facing them. And I've seen some players like mess up with that. They're trying to like turn it, but no, it's not how it works.
Very nice fight here for Bree on the Watchdog.
She gets burned.
As soon as I say something, man.
And there's the stagger. Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be a stagger sometime soon. Bushy getting poisoned, running through and grabbing all the stones. So it looks like he is going to build towards that Smithing Stone plus 12.
Yeah, I mean, why not? If you're going through Precipice, you might as well grab the 4s, you know?
Yep. Yeah, there's the Magborn boss. But yeah, I think the Limgrave stuff is better. I think Bree's off to a better start here, personally. There's also the Tibia Mariners, one of those in Limgrave. So just another one to get progress towards all these other squares. So, yeah, once I imagine Bree's going to get the Limgrave bosses first, then it'll just be a matter of what is she going to commit to after that, to then like capitalize on all the multi synergies.
Yeah, she's kind of looking at like the different synergies in this case. You know, being these, you know, all working kind of towards Limgrave bosses with Duo Trio, Riding Horses, Tree Spirits, Cemetery Shades, bosses with Tree in their name, you know.
The Night Cavalry, the most annoying boss to fight. Because it just runs away, it's be so slow.
That's why you just parry them off if they have the glaive.
Yeah, if you have a
parry shield.
A parry shield in the first place, yeah.
Yeah.
But the randomizer, it's not always the case. Here, I'd probably just spam R1 on, because you can't stagger Knight's Cavalry while he's on the horse. So go for R1, just bleed his horse to death, and then beat him up on the ground while he's there. Yeah, there's a bleed. And then the Soldier of Godric just wants to be a part of it. Guys, are we fighting? I've been sitting here at this campsite for 5 years, doing nothing. And then he sits there with his shield like a little rat.
Do you wonder if like they're just on lunch break the whole time?
Just forever lunch break.
Yeah, it's forever lunch break. It's like, hey, you know, God,
yeah,
go take 5. Yeah,
yeah.
Go take a 5. All right, sounds good. And
5
they're
years,
just sitting
right?
there.
Oh, I thought the Night Cavalry jumped off the cliff there, but
yeah, I don't think it can. I've tried to have it like jump off and like die on its own,
really.
and it never works. I definitely think it's obviously intended, but I do wonder if you can maybe like pull the Knight's Cab away from the bridge and then have it jump down. Maybe that works. I don't know. I've never tried. That'd be kind of interesting.
So close to finishing the night. The horse, there it is.
There we go. Maybe get a nice little
hit on him,
riposty.
and then bam, bam. And now here you can just backstab loop him.
Yeah.
Or get hit. No, don't let him summon.
That dude's chest cavity. It's gotta have so many holes.
Oh, not going for the backstab. Gonna resummon. Wow. Okay. I'm kind of surprised Bree didn't go for back, because you can just like very easily just backstab loop him. Kind of similar to like Cemetery Shade, the Duelist, whatnot. He has a move especially where he'll do like a backstep. But it's so slow. It's like he's overloaded, kind of like a character's backstep.
Yeah.
And so you can just like run behind him as he's backstepping and then get a backstab.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a time sink here for Bree, just for a Knight's Cab too.
Mm-hmm. So Knight's Cab, kind of an awful boss fight to fight. But Bushy here going to the Magmaworm fight, you'll see his damage. I don't know what he hit to get that damage.
I think it was just a jumping on her too.
Okay.
Gets this
see, the damage on this fight probably won't be that great with the Rosses.
Oh, it's not bad.
Okay, that's pretty good with the headshots, yeah.
But I do think it's also a +4
Yeah, +4.
The Ash of War here should be
Yeah, the
huge. Yeah.
Ash of War, yeah.
Bop, 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 bop. Definitely not bad. Should get
Another
doesn't get a
one.
riposte. No, it doesn't get one. But should get some extra hits in. Yeah.
Yeah, just go for Charger 2s. Yeah, not bad damage. Getting a stagger on a Magmorm and then just destroying its head will be a lot. Ooh. Yeah,
I guess
bit
I'm
of
gonna
an
have to
awkward
file
spot.
a lawsuit versus Bushy because he's damaging Makar.
Yep. I couldn't come up with a clever response. I'm sorry, but I appreciated the joke.
I was just waiting.
Yeah.
All right.
Zammer Curve Sword. That is better than Ross's axe for sure.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I'll take it.
Yeah, because I mean the frost is just very strong.
Yeah.
But
True.
It's kind of
Wait,
an
he's got
awkward weapon.
frost?
It's a very short. Well, he got the Zammer Curve Sword drop. From
Oh,
Makar.
I'm sorry. I missed that.
Yeah, that's all good.
Gotcha.
And so yeah, I think that the frost is pretty good. It is kind of short range compared to like Bloodhound's Fang,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Even still, looks like Bree's going to kill his Sacred Blade Scarab here.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Let me just go ahead.
Probably maybe kill some Cemetery Shades. Could be good to just throw on the. Yeah, she's gonna go to Round Table here. I hope she also checks, the twins shop.
Yeah,
for,
I really hope she does too.
see
Yeah.
what weapons are.
There's got to be something
Lance
better
the
than
Axe
that
staying
mace.
Yeah, Bushy going through Altus here, really rushing the Smithing Stone 12, and like yeah, it's solid synergy, but there's so much other synergy with these other squares, and that which is what like Bree's building towards with all these boss fights and whatnot.
I don't think
Remember,
necessarily
Yeah.
Bushy is looking for synergies though. I think he's trying to possibly bulldoze column 4.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because the third Tibia Mariner being in Crystal Knife. Ooh, not good weapons.
Bloodhound, honestly, I'd go for the
Bruiser
Bloodhound
Claws,
Claws maybe. You go
Bloodhound
plus 12
Claws.
on those.
Yeah, I mean it's not as good poise damage as like the mace. Excuse me. But the bleed buildup is crazy fast.
Yeah.
But not all these bosses bleed like the Tibia Mariner, Cemetery Shades. I don't think bleed.
Are we getting a Beach Merchant check? I think we're getting a Beach Merchant check here. She is
Beach
going back to
Merchant.
first step.
Beach Merchant.
Oh.
I think so. Yep.
Yes.
It
Yes,
looks
we
like
are.
we run that way. Could also run back towards the Spirit Spring and grab the Golden Foulfoot there. But I think this way's a bit faster.
Honestly, for 30 minutes, not a lot has happened.
Yeah, a lot of setup.
It's
I
been
mean, not
yeah.
as many squares on the board, but like a lot of space around the map and whatnot.
But we do have a Bushy and Altus at 30 minutes, which is actually pretty fast. So
Mhm.
there's definitely a lot more prep in this one than in the previous match. No weapon options either from the Beach Merchant here. Troll's sword or the Golden Sword. Just smithing weapons.
Yeah, it looks like she's probably gonna go check the Ice Rhine Hatchet spot to see what's there. Honestly, I would just be using this mace and just go beat up all these easy bosses, like a Tibia Mariner with the Sacred Blade, pretty good.
Yep. Cemetery Shades.
Cemetery Shade. Yeah.
Yeah, having Mace, Sacred Blade, Cemetery Shades, and Tibia would be fine. But then after that, you'd have to pivot to something. She's going to get Rose's Axe here as well. And Knight's Greatsword, like, they still have that. That's a good weapon. It really is. Like, the upward cut ain't that bad.
Yeah, it's big damage. Yeah,
That's big
damage,
poise, too.
damage too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's huge.
It's kind of slow, but against like these little Limgrave bosses, it doesn't really matter. Bushy rushing to Wormface here. This will be interesting. It's kind of an awkward weapon for Wormface because you want kind of it's a very short range weapon, and if you can't reliably hit his legs to get an early stagger, then it can be tough.
Yeah,
Especially when you
also
gotta
his
kill
little
these
protectors.
tree idiots. Yep, there he is, slamming his head. He's gonna spit all over him.
I think Bushy just sees column 5 and is like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with a really weird
Ooh,
block,
nice
you know, of it being
Well,
in
this is
Altus.
Really good attack. You
Yeah,
just sit
easily
there, just
punishable.
strike
Nice
away,
stagger.
and then,
This should
stagger,
be
and it
huge.
should kill.
Oh, he doesn't have stamina,
Oh,
and he misses it. Oh,
yeah.
grab!
Ooh,
Oh,
he grabbed.
sucky.
Yeah, that's a death. There, I'd
No,
say you just.
he's fine.
Oh no, it's not. Okay, I thought that dealt a bit more damage. Yeah, I think when I really actually fought Wormface, I did in like a rune level 1 run. So it's like, grab means death in my mind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He just has to be careful he doesn't get death bladed
Yeah,
now.
has a good amount of health. Oh yeah.
There he
yeah,
goes!
there it is. Yeah.
Turns into a tree. There he is. Just hanging out.
Gets death bladed. But yeah, it's anytime he does the head slams, it's like leaves a death
Yeah.
plume there. Death. Destined death.
Destined death. Feed me.
Yeah,
Feed
looks
me
like we got
more.
Looks like Bree got the Ross's axe. I'm gonna level that up. Which honestly, yeah, I think it's fine to just beat up all the Limgrave bosses. Although she doesn't have much runes because she didn't defeat Godric like Bushy did.
He's gonna get death
stagger.
bladed again here if he doesn't be careful.
Big damage there.
Headbutt. These charged R2s are gonna bite him in the butt if he doesn't watch his stamina. Empty.
Ooh, is that a stam again? But yeah, got a good
There we
attack
go.
there.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
There's a
Huge.
stagger into the death.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, but he's gonna see this be like, huh? Wormface.
Yeah, at 33 minutes, seeing Wormface is definitely a little odd.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, hold on a
Yeah,
second.
she's like, what?
Oh, it's like, oh, Magma was actually Altus. Okay, well, that's something.
Yeah. No, which makes sense. I wouldn't think either player would go for the Magma Worm and Kaled here. Because there's not really any Kaled synergies, no Kaled bosses, no like. Yeah.
And it looks
Yeah, you
like
see Bree running to trees.
yeah, getting Physic Explosive here as well on top of
Yep.
it being a tree
Yep.
boss, so that definitely
You can
helps.
go finish off a little Limgrave idiot boss with it because they all have a lot of low health.
Good old Bofa.
Mm-hmm.
Or I
Also
guess if you
give
want
her
to
a
play
bit
it more
more,
synergistically, you go for the Urtree Watchdog and
Yeah,
Limgrave and
that
do it
or-
there.
Well, she actually already beat that one.
True. Never mind.
Yeah.
Then go for like a
But
Cemetery
yeah,
Shade.
just like the other Night Cavalry, Tibby Mariner, Cemetery Shade. Like there's a lot of
Options.
little guys that can be beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Soldier Godric though. It's Barefist only. It looks like Bushy's running there too.
Yeah, but Bushy does have a little bit of an advantage here with levels. I do believe he had more money anyways, but it looks like he's going for Omen Killer actually, which it's an interesting play. That's that column 4 that we're talking about that he might be bulldozing. He has Altus access. If he goes for Omen Killer now and then gets the explosive physic, he has priority on Tibia and Smithing 12.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a mistake going for the Omen Killer boss here because the physic tier is definitely more synergy with the board with tree bosses and whatnot. So that's like the thing you got to rush earlier. If you want to like secure that, because I mean, as you can see, Bree is fighting the Urtree Avatar right now.
Yeah.
Kind of slow though, not the highest weapon level. I think she got to a +2.
That's looking
with,
pretty rough.
Yeah, especially with all the holy ground coming out.
Good
or whatever it's
old
called.
Golden Land.
Golden Land, yeah.
Oh, careful. Oh, okay. Should get another stagger here soon, though. Oh,
Not
that
after
missed.
that.
Yeah, after that, I
Yeah.
don't know anymore. Oh, yeah, that's just
Oh,
about it.
just kidding. Yeah, and that should kill it with another one.
Riposts. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And here we have the
Yep.
Omen Killer on Bushy's screen, too.
Yeah, dragging him out Very smart. Away from the dogs.
Yeah. Oh no, this is not looking good for Bree. She might die. Don't roll. Don't roll. Oh my god. I never roll that attack. Just start running because it's way more consistent.
It's awkward.
That was
If you get caught by it once though, like
she had no HP though.
It stops you. Yeah, I know. That was crazy.
Jeez Louise.
So yeah, she sees. Oh, okay. He got Omen Killer. I gotta go blow something up.
Yeah. I think both in this case.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be the worst. Just to get it as fast as you can. And yeah, it gets a Limgrave boss. Like it's synergy. It's not the most synergy, but in this situation, it's like, oh crap, I gotta block this column 4 or else, because he has Altus priority by a lot. So
yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't look like Bushy's rushing that. Maybe kind of just forcing Bree's hand to do explosive physic, or just
he doesn't have the physic. I think
Bushy has no idea what Bree's doing right now because she hasn't done a square in a while. She just I'm setting up a lot of things. So.
I don't think he has the physic flask.
Oh, he's going to the physic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I mean this will be a good little comeback for Bree. Bushy having to go and grab the physic here.
Yeah, it would be a nice block.
Also, yeah, like while she does the square.
Looking at the bottom left to top right, that could kind of be in Bushy's favor too, potentially.
Yeah, but Bree is ahead on the Limgrave bosses.
But she doesn't have the damage he does. He could catch up pretty quickly.
Well, yeah, that's true. And
boom
goes the Bofa. Physic boss explosion required for Bree, but I mean it's not too bad for Bushy because he's just getting this third Church America Grace plus the physic. It's just really good to get in general. Like you don't
feel
feel
good
bad
block.
about it. Yeah, it's a good block, but from Bushy's side, it's like it's not too bad. I'm getting some space on the map.
Yeah.
Getting a sacred tier as well.
Yeah, it's definitely not a time sink for him in this case at all because he could have been on Earth Tree Avatar trying to get that physic tier, and now he doesn't have to worry about it at all. So like, in actuality, like he saved himself a lot of time, even going for Omen Killer in that case, rather than going for Earth Tree first.
Yeah, no, very very good play to just even after the Omen Killer, just going to grab the physic before getting the actual physic tier itself. That way, like in case Bree was doing it, you're not wasting time really, just on the fight.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it looks like he might be going for the bell bearings now.
I think stone plus 12. Yeah.
Well, he also has bottom left
the
is
diagonal,
bell
right?
bearing 1 and 2.
He has the duper remembrance still just sitting on that. But again, Bree is just in Limgrave doing work. So I don't know how many bosses she has. I think 2, 3, 4. She has 4 bosses at 5 with the burial.
I hope she's keeping track.
6. There's a Knight's Cavalry. I think she's at 6. 6. Yeah, chat says 6. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Not my job.
Yeah, so she only needs 2 more. Which, Cemetery Shade, Urtree Avatar right here. Boom. You get your 8, you get the middle square, you get synergy towards Cemetery Shade.
Yep.
Towards Tree in their name, which is blocking row 1 from Bushy as well. Like,
this is definitely good.
Yeah.
This is definitely good synergies.
Good on Bree to recognize the Limgrave.
And also the diagonal too. It's a huge diagonal block from Bushy, from Bree towards Bushy's line. But also, all the synergies that she's playing with, I think, is very, very huge here for her.
Yeah.
It looks like she's behind, but in reality, she's got progress all over the board.
Yeah, it's like after Bushy gets like this Smithing Stone plus 12, there's really nothing else that's like, it's gonna be a while till I imagine he marks the next square. Besides maybe like Memory of Grace with 50k or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna make light work of these bosses, get that square. But yeah, if both of them were going for the Limgrave bosses, I can imagine it'd be a very close kind of like back and forth, like mind game, crazy like rush. But like I mean, Bree doesn't know that what she's going for exactly at this point, but she sees the Omen Killer, the Worm Face boss. It's like, okay, he's doing other stuff.
That was a semi-lucky
Not
stagger
prioritizing
there,
Limgrave.
by the way. That Ashavor, that last skeleton hit actually staggered.
Yeah.
Kind of nice.
The stomp. She still has the explosive physics, so she's got to be careful.
Yeah, imagine she drinks it.
It does have the heal though. That should stagger. Yep. And then.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, just take
nice,
the post. Yeah.
Nice.
Gets some nice physic tiers too. Imagine check the enemy field and warp. Immediately you'll respawn and get the physic tiers because it reloads the area. You don't have to wait for it.
Yep.
Especially
with there being a bubble tier too. That'd be very useful,
yeah,
especially with her health
tier,
level.
Yeah.
Health level.
It just lets you just be a bit more aggressive, trade with the boss faster, without dying. Ooh, gets firebombed by the skeleton. Says, where are you going?
Take that.
It's always funny when those guys like actually do something.
Having Sacred Blade, by the way, yeah, it's gonna be really, really helpful here. This should
Yeah.
be almost like a 4-shot, I would say.
Sacred Blade on the mace. I love how you can just put Sacred Blade on like anything.
Yeah, it's kind of goofy. And yeah, Bushy going for the Smithing Stones 1 and 2, bell bearing wise.
Yeah.
Going straight for that.
But yeah, he's setting up his
Liurnia one.
diagonal, but it's relying on having the center square too, which he just doesn't have.
Yep.
Or like we just won't have. But I mean, he can't really know that. Doesn't really know what Bree's going for. Maybe he's assuming, oh, Bree hasn't marked much. Maybe I have like sniped her on a lot of these squares and whatnot. But in reality, Bree's just being like, nah, you do you. I'm gonna get all this Limgrave synergy. Like, yum yum. Some good synergy. What? Say it.
Yum yum.
Ooh, the dodge from the Cemetery Shade. See that attack? Get the backstab.
Oh my
and then, yeah,
lord.
big damage.
Get one more
Wait,
backstab
first-
here,
Oh,
maybe.
okay. I mean, that works. But
She's gotta be
it's
careful
It's
though.
a bit greedy. Yeah, like if you just go for a backstab there.
That range is insane.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because those curved blades,
There you
yeah,
go.
just
Nice.
blast them. Projectile's nice. And
yum
there's
yum.
the
Middle
Limgrave
square is so
awesome.
good.
Yeah, Push sees that, like, okay, well, there goes the diagonal.
No
But yeah, it's
diagonal.
one Cemetery Shade. 2 bosses that ride a horse. 4 tree bosses actually. So I imagine she's probably gonna want to get that 5th one. Maybe just running to the other Erdtree Burial. Watch
Maybe.
out.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I would probably actually do. It's low damage actually, but I would probably do the Putrid Tree Spirit or the Tree Spirit in the starting zone. The 2 Stone Sword Keys. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
The Stormfoot or something. No, that's not Storm. Bless you.
Thank you.
No problem. Ooh! Oh my god, that's so scary. The jumping to the geyser and hitting the ledge there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, it looks like she's running towards the Knights Cavalry.
Oh, and Leonine Misbegotten on this side too, by the way. So
Yeah.
you know, honestly,
I don't think she should go for that right now, but
it's nice
grabbing
though.
this grace. Yeah, grabbing this grace nearby is to come back to it later, because no one wants to run all the way to Leonine. Like, no one wants to do that. It's so slow.
Having that in your back pocket is huge, and if you look at the
Yeah.
diagonal too, she could start to slowly threaten that if she goes for Tibia Mariners. Get some Altus access, go for Tibia Mariners, then do, Lanciacs, go for bow-only Godric into Leonine or something like that. I think that would be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be very interesting for sure.
Oh, Bree actually just straight up says who Megalol to the Knights Cavalry, just decides to just move on past him.
Yeah, where's she
You can always
going?
come back for it. I'm actually going for the Erdtree Watchdog here.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's fair. Like, no one really goes for this.
This
I
is
thought-
the one with the ads, right?
Yeah,
I
this is
think-
the one
yeah,
with the
little
imps.
imps.
Yeah.
She does have crystal darts. She can hit the main boss, and then the boss will just kill them all, basically. Or at least when it's also fighting her, it'll also hit the little rats.
Is it 1 crystal dart for the imps or 2 crystal darts?
I think it's 2.
Is it 2?
So you could do it on the little imps too, but I think it'd be better to do it on the boss.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Be punching the air right there in a fit of rage. Just meant to block and run, but it's one-handing.
Bushy going for the axe talisman here and being near fort.
Yeah, just picked up the charge tier too. Maybe doubling back for some of this Limgrave stuff.
Just prep. I don't know. That's kind of a like. Is it in part of the map?
Damage.
Ancestor spirit, maybe? Is that what he's kind of maybe eyeballing? You know?
Maybe. Probably.
Would be odd.
Oh, maybe actually. He's running south. Oh no, he's running south. Never mind.
Yeah.
Might be going towards.
Oh, he's going towards Weeping then too. Okay.
Yeah. Wonder if Bree knows this catacomb well, or if she's just kind of eyeballing it. Looks like she's getting through it just fine.
Oh, we have domoing now? Yo, Pog! I didn't even know that was a thing. No, not comoing. That just sounds wrong. Yeah, Bushy going to Weeping here, I do think is a really good play. Getting that dupe and everything.
And a stone sword key right here. Grab it. Bree going into the archery fight. Yeah, targets the main one. Whoa,
yeah.
Spam it. Okay.
There we go. So now the imps would turn onto the watchdog here too. And like they basically fight each other. It's like a whole brawl. It's
watchdog executed. Just chop his head off. Look at him go.
Look at the imps.
Oh yeah, big damage.
Oh, Bree shouldn't be attacking here. She just like should sit back and have the imps do the damage first.
Yeah, I mean the thing is,
that's what I would do anyways, because the imps do. Okay. She's gonna.
What?
The imps will do damage, and if she keeps hitting the watchdog, she's gonna hit the imps too. She's getting rid of the helpers.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a little counterintuitive.
It's 5 tree bosses. There's that square blocking the column 1, row 1. That one.
That's really good.
Looks
really
like
good
probably
block.
gonna run towards the Knights Cavalry. Yeah.
Oh, Bushy does miss the Spirit Spring jump. That one's kind of hard. That one's pretty tough to land.
Yeah,
up.
it's a bit precise. You gotta go at like the last second. But if you go up to the wall, then you won't actually get the Spirit Spring jump itself. Like you'll be too
far.
It's a weird spot. Yeah. Ooh.
Knights Cav here.
I was gonna say this could have been good with the summons, but just out of range with the skeleton summons.
Yeah, the flail ones I think are way worse than the glaive ones.
Yeah, especially because it can have that bleed build-up pressure for just like a big burst damage.
Yeah, some of the attacks I feel like are a little faster on the flail one. Also, you can't parry them. They have bleed. I feel like they're just more annoying. They have that also. The glaive one has it where they scrape the ground, so you can kind of just keep track of it. But the flail one just flails.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think using the Astral War on the Knights Cav is good for how mobile they are. Maybe after he's dismounted, but...
Oh, looks like Bushy might be aiming for Cemetery Shades here, grabbing Sacred Blade as well.
Yeah, Bree already has 1 Cemetery Shade, but... Which, yeah, if I were Bree here, I would just be closing out these, the other synergies. Like, ride a horse, killing that other Knights Cav. I think that's why she hasn't spent her runes yet. She's gonna go cheese the other Knights Cav, and then burn the 50k.
Yep.
And that'll get her on the way, like in Kaled, on the way to the Cemetery Shade.
Yeah, this might slowly turn actually into a majority match. She needs the backstab here. Ash of War is good too, but she needs the backstab. She's too far away.
Summon again, Bree.
What is that?
Yeah, I mean, just trade with the boss. That's fine. That works.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is like kind of the fastest damage, but it's a bit risky.
One hell of a chin on that Tarnish, just taking punches to the face.
Check the weapons here. I think this guy doesn't sell weapons.
Harp bow. Okay, there's a bow.
Oh, remember, it's only could potentially threaten
Harp
that
bow
call.
is
I don't think
terrible.
he's gonna go for that. Yeah, art bow's really bad.
Our bow is
I
terrible.
think it's just the worst bow, just outright. Out of like the smaller bows, at least. Yeah, but yeah, I think she's gonna go to cheese the night cover and then burn the 50K. Oh, just kidding. She changed her mind. She got a round two. Oh, maybe just wanted to change the physic before she forgot. Set it to night. Nighttime.
Nighttime.
So many different possibilities. She might have already fixed her physic. I don't know.
Nighttime.
You fan of nighttime, Dom?
Daytime.
I'll take that as a yes. Bushy running his way through Caleb. Looks like he's going for that cemetery shade, I think, based on that direction. Could be good, could be good.
Yeah, I think Cemetery Shades is definitely not a bad play here from Bushy.
Yeah. Thing is, they're both in Caleb. Bree's already gotten one of them, though, so... It could be close, because I think Bree's going to stop here for the Night's Cabin stuff. Yeah, she set it to night, so she's definitely going to do that. Be interesting.
Yes, very interesting.
Yeah, not grabbing the backup Grace, because why would you need to when you just do the kukri cheese?
This is weird. I feel like in this case, he's holding on to a lot of things. He's holding on to dupe. He's holding on to Smithing Stone plus 12. He could probably go for 50k runes at some point as well, because he probably still has the Godric Remembrance, unless he spent it. I don't think he did though.
He crunched it, yeah.
He crunched it. He crunched it.
Well, you like, you know, when you like crunch. I don't know, like you eat it too. It's like nom nom nom, devouring the runes.
That does not feel good.
What?
I hurt my middle finger from bowling somehow. I can't bowl anymore. The way I've been bowling for some reason, like I think I sprained it. So.
Do you go bowling often?
I used to. Not anymore.
Yeah, definitely not anymore.
Not anymore. But I
there's
used
the
to.
fifth boss that rides a horse down the abyss.
Good old Wendy's 5 for 5.
Yep.
I wish that was a thing.
I don't eat fast food. Sorry. Oh, you wait. So that's not even a thing.
No, Wendy's 4 for 4 is a thing. Wendy's 5 for 5 is
okay.
not a thing, but it's close.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. It is. Never mind. Okay, it is a
not
thing.
sponsored, by the way. Oh, it is the thing. Okay. Look at all you people who eat fast food.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, dude. You know, you're busy. You had a full day of bingus. You're kind of hungry. You want some food, you know? So you go and grab yourself a $5 biggie bag, you know? It's fine.
No, I get it. The only fast food I really eat is like Chipotle and like Cane's, which I feel like is not as bad as some of the fast food places, but you know, here and there, maybe like, yeah, just grab like a random fast food.
Did Bushy just drink a Physic with nothing in it? I'm pretty sure he did, which is kind of funny because I've definitely done that. Gets the backstab here on the Cemetery Shade. Not using Sacred Blade, by the way. So, like, as you said, sometimes it's just a bit of a waste.
More damage just to do that, yeah.
Because like you pick it up, but then you just you have to go either grab the wet knife to apply it, or you have to go to round table to even use it. So you might as well just not grab it. Just use your own weapon. Very fast kill though here from Bushy, and this is going to be really good for him. Cemetery Shades.
Yeah, it looks like Bree's going to make her way to the Cemetery Shades as well, though. Is Bushy in the... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think he's gonna get this one first then. Yep.
Why are you smiling?
Not from you or anything, don't worry about it.
Why are you smiling? What's going on?
Somebody in chat said it's nice your school uniform still fits on you. And I had to... You know, my grandpa helped me pick out this multiple pieces for a suit, like in the jacket. He got it like fitted for me and everything. Very nice.
Hey, yo, dubs to
Glad
grandpa.
it does still fit though from when I was 18. So I mean, there's that.
Dubs to Gramps though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is gonna be Bushy's second cemetery shade, and I guess Bree is moving towards her second cemetery shade, but she's gonna lose time. She is because Bushy's gonna get it first in this case.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
what would you do then? Go for 50? She has 54,000. She could go 50k grace.
Yeah, I would just. I don't know why she hasn't burned it already. Just burn the 50k.
Maybe just a
I guess
backup.
you want to upgrade your weapon and stuff, right? But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, she's gotta be careful. That death
The
ride
death
bird. And now she's gonna
and then
aggro the
Caleb
raven
birds,
too.
Yeah, there is the Fia's champions, I guess. So going this way isn't the worst if you ever eventually want to get through to Radon, but
Huge
yeah.
backstab damage there.
Oh my god, I thought that was death. Never mind.
There we go. He
Yeah,
claims
she does
that, so Bree should
Yeah,
see
we're
the
gonna see
cemetery
that.
shades. Yeah.
Probably just pivot immediately.
I would just memory of Grace right now.
The Grace. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like
just,
right there on the spot. Like what's? She's looking at duo trio bosses. Maybe is she thinking about going for a Leonine Crucible Misbegotten duo?
Yeah, I mean that's a possibility.
It's kind of
This
a time.
weapon, that would be tough. That would take a while.
Yeah, she's doing it.
Okay.
She's doing it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Smart move. Very smart move.
Yeah. Tiny bit of hesitation, but
And look
maybe it's
at
more like
Bushy's
he
face.
got it.
I think he was kind of aiming on duping and then maybe doing it himself because he has
Yeah,
30k.
30K.
He's going for the dupe, and he's like, "Oh, dang! I was gonna go for that like right after." So that was really good from Bree here. Really good choice.
Mhm. Ties it up, but I still think Bree has the momentum. After Bushy gets this square, like he does a priority on like Tibby Manor, Smithing Stone Weapon. Yeah, no, this is close. I don't know. Either of them could go beat up Soldier, Godric, Barefist. Oh, Bree is setting up some
Altus.
Dectus though. Altus Axis.
Yep.
Realizing that, yeah, this board can get there.
This board is going to
Altus
be
Hero's
moving towards
Brave.
Lanciax and those 6 Altus
Yeah.
bosses. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dupe for Bushy. I guess for Bree in this case, once she sees that, maybe go for Soldier of Godric Barefist only. I guess is it fastest, but maybe Tibia would be better.
Yeah, not grabbing the Scar Seal, the Source Seal, that one.
Because if you go Tibia, you can still work towards that diagonal. You know.
Went to Agu like north. I don't know where she's gonna go. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just grabbing something on the way to somewhere. I don't know. Ooh, Bushy running into beat up Godric with some bare fists, which it does take a minute, but at the same time, you know, it's a square on the board, right? So you're not like wasting time.
Yep.
Yeah, I just can't. I'm trying to think what Bree's doing here. I don't. Oh, she's going to grab the other Dectus half, duh. Okay. It's taking the doesn't have really like the super fast route. I personally would have gone from Third Church America and grabbed the charge attack, like Talisman and charge attack tier like Bushy did. It's just big damage. You get 10% damage with the Axe Talisman, like forever as long as it's equipped, and then 15% charge attack damage with the Physic, and that's additive, so it's 25% total. The Physic only lasts 3 minutes, but yeah. Bushy coming up to Sword of Godric here. Here we got ourselves a brawl, a tavern brawl, one might say. In the cave though, taking it outside. Except one has a sword.
How do you think he feels, by the way?
attacks.
Is there ever like a lore explanation as to why Soldier of Godric is just hanging out in the Cave of Knowledge?
He's acquiring knowledge. He is the source of all knowledge.
Yes.
Bushy not using the Physic to get its more charge attack buff. It would make these charger 2s be more damage, which this is the fastest way to fight this guy with bare fists. Got stuck on the debris there, couldn't strafe the sword hit. It's funny. It's always funny when Soldier God just slams you down into the ground. Now you'd think like he'd stagger here after a point, but these guys' poise refills like in a second. Like if you don't hit them for like 2 seconds, they'll start refilling their poise.
Oh, well, also
compared
fists
to
do like
most
one
bosses.
poise, right?
Yeah, fist. Yeah, that with fists not doing much, but like if you constantly do charger 2s throughout the whole fight, you like probably won't ever stagger him. I mean, you can interrupt him like these poise breaks or whatever, but you know. Not actually stagger him into a crit.
It's definitely the fastest way, though.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, I wonder if actually pairing and doing frontal riposte is faster with 1.10. Because the backstabs are not
maybe.
worth it.
Yeah.
But the frontal
Backstabs
ones,
are
you do
not.
deal more damage.
Yeah, the thing is, though, he has so many iframes on Wake Up. Like, you can get 2 charger 2s by the time he... Like, in the time that he would have to stand up, you know? And the front parry, if it was like a quick parry, like just a... And then he stands up, but you have to do, like, the slow double hit, you know? And then, like, the follow-up. But... Yeah. Look at all the blood on the ground.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me when Gino was doing his fists only bosses run.
Yeah.
And you just see him just
only.
absolutely covered after like 2 hours of doing a fight.
Yeah, just soaked in red.
Yeah.
So intense, so suspenseful. Soldier Godric, on his last breath, can he get one more hit? No, the tracking isn't there. And down he goes. Another bingo square for Bushy. Right now it's 8-5. So yeah, I mean Bree did get a lot of this Limgrave synergy, but you know Bushy also was able to kind of swing back for some of it as well.
Yep.
I think, yeah, if we prioritize Cemetery Shades a bit more, then, yeah, I mean, it's hindsight. It's 2020, right? But
Okay.
Cemetery Shades...
Hold on, sorry. Let me just get this over with real quick. So yeah, Bree did miscount the horses, by the way. So she did have to unmark them, and since it was too long, over 60 seconds, she is not allowed to mark that square anymore. All Bushy has to do, and he's notified, is that he has to fulfill that square. And then he gets to mark it. But pretty much she is not allowed to mark it anymore. She is barred from that square, so he can hold on to that as long as he wants to. And then he has to fulfill the requirements, though, of that square, and then he can mark it himself.
Yeah, it's always tough when there's a mismark. Again, that's what I was saying like earlier. Like, you know, use the tools to mark it, like increment the counter, like Bushy does to keep track.
Yep.
It also just helps like the viewer side of like for the commentators as well, being like, oh, they have this many instead of us also having to keep track. But
yeah,
mainly, you know, it's for like the players to keep track of it. But yeah, Bree, I think the only player from what I've seen doesn't really utilize that. Maybe she just forgets about it.
She said, I think she mentioned before that she's nervous of mouse wheeling and then accidentally clicking on the square.
Okay.
But even
Yeah, I
then,
mean, I can
like
see
there is
that.
a rule in place that if you mark it and then unmark it right away, that it's not the end of the world. That, you know, you're not like penalized. You get a mismarking, but you aren't blocked out of the square in any way if you mark unmark accidentally. You know.
Yep. Looks like Bushy going for 3 Tibby Mariners now. Going because he already has ult. Which Bree
That
also
hit, but
has.
then missed at the same time. That was weird.
Did it hit?
Yeah, it
don't-
it connected. It looked
Oh,
like it.
like with it phasing out, but didn't deal the damage.
Yeah.
That's so much damage, actually. Oh, I think it's plus 12. The mace he upgraded. Yeah. He has 9 squares now. 1 Tibby Mariner for Bushy. Looks like Bree's running to one of the Tibby Mariners as well. So
That's pretty much one of her only blocks left. Either she does Fias Champs or she does Tibia.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Doesn't have the horse boss anymore.
Oh, that is not damage.
I think that missed the big hit of that attack. But yeah, no, it's also a +0 weapon, I think. Tube Mariners don't take like as much bonus damage as like the birds. Yeah. It's really not much damage at all. And this one's tough to fight because of all the adds with their projectiles and then the giant skeletons coming from downtown. Ooh, that's gonna hit.
That's
again.
a lot of damage that she's taken too. Yeah.
It's a tough fight. It's why you kind of want to fight them in order a bit so that you maybe get a bit more help for each one. Help a bit more.
Yeah, I guess it also doesn't help that, you know, you currently just lost a square that you're barred from now, you know, having a miscount and then trying to deal with possibly blocking, it gets really frustrating.
Yeah, it looks like she's pivoting off of that.
I think, honestly, going for the long haul and going for Fia's champs in this case, it sounds crazy, but I think that's the better play.
Yeah, I think she just needs a weapon. Just a strong... I mean, the Ross's axe is there, but... +4 Ross's axe against Radon. I don't know.
He's weak to magic.
Greatest.
So, you know.
I mean, he's not like that weak.
It's one of his weakest resistances.
But yeah, he's more susceptible to it than the others.
And yeah, you would have to do Gargs on top of that, but it would be a block, you know. And the Gargs being weak to magic too, so I mean, it's kind of working in your favor if you do go for that, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, Bush running up to the third Tibby Mariner here, making light work of them because, you know, he has this +12 Sacred Blade. It might even be more than +12. I saw him pick up a 5-stone as well, I think. But
way more damage.
Yeah,
Holy!
yeah,
I think Breeze is +0. So yeah,
and he has this Axe Talisman on too. Not drinking the Physic, but it doesn't really matter too much.
Wait, where'd it go?
I think it's up on the hill.
Really?
It can spawn up. Yeah, it can go up on the hill. Oh,
no, it just
back
didn't
to where it
move.
was. The no mix-up.
The bluff, dude. Very nice. Tibby Hammer just hanging out.
Just doing a little tomfoolery out here.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
That's very nice, for sure. And he gets a really nice attack, too, where he just sits there, pretty much.
Yeah. Did the stagger. Yeah, interrupting that attack is like a free stagger in and of itself.
Yep.
And then he also getting the stagger after. It's like Bree is cheesing Grail here.
I think she just needs money at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, because she burned the easy 42k from the Knights Cavalry. Was she running through Altus? Probably gonna just start killing some bosses in Altus here. Maybe just going towards Lanciax.
Yeah, as long as he
Maybe
blocks
both.
every single bingo line, he can just go for majority.
Yeah. If I were him, it looks like he already has Grace on the way to... God, it's so scary, the fire, like when you're behind the tree.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the cheese. It really weirds me out.
Yeah.
But hey, I think she got it, though. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. Very nice. Gonna walk off here, and then... Whee! Oh! Just to turn around here. There we go, yeah.
Has to turn around.
Turn around, then turn around again. It resets the positioning, and bird.
Okay. Oh yeah, because enemies don't really like load when you're looking at them.
Yeah. They like reload, kind of, I guess.
Yeah. It's weird.
There
I don't
we
know
go.
exactly how that works, but yeah.
Easy 90,000. That should pay into her upgrading, I guess, in this case.
Yeah, it is a lot of money.
And it looks like that
That'll be at
actually
least a
Bushy is
+4,
going for
but-
possibly Fia's here, going for Radon.
Yeah. He knows that's the only block left, so... And then he's probably ahead in that.
Yeah, and I just go for 5 horse bosses, and he's good to go.
Because nothing Bree's done is shown, hey, I have Altus access too. So if he can just do that, then... Oh, yeah, Bree was doing a +0 that whole time with the Ross's axe.
Yeah, it should be a pretty quick fight. Is Bushy's weapon +5?
Well, I think he's gonna actually just use the axe here, or the mace, which I think is bad because it has holy damage on it right now. Like it's splitting the damage.
Yeah.
Which all the main bosses have at least like 40% holy resistance. So, not good. Not good for Radahn. He might grab the +5 somber. And then no, he's just going for it.
Just going for
that.
that.
37k on him too. Didn't level.
Grab the somber 5 here. Okay, so he has a +4. Okay.
So, yeah, maybe. I'm pretty sure if you grab this and warp out. I don't know. You're just grabbing for after. I was gonna say if you grab it and warp out, you have to re-talk to Jaren, but. Yeah, looks like Breed's going for Altus bosses.
Yeah.
Beating up Gillica, which has a very, very good talisman behind it. Just plus 10% damage at full health.
Yep.
The
Very
Ritual
strong.
Sword talisman, that is. Definitely one of the better talismans in the game. And that's just like all damage, like spell damage.
Very nice.
Like physical weapon damage, all your damage.
Very nice.
We should go into Radahn here.
Dude, Gillica's
Kind
jump
of
attack
not the
looks
most
so
help.
goofy too.
Yeah. The Demi-Human Queens are just goofy overall.
Good
Kind
old
of annoying to fight too.
Yeah, they are a little. Especially was it Maggie? I think Maggie's probably the most annoying.
One where you get Jar Cannon,
Yeah.
like in North Altar, the Gilmere. Good RNG start from Radahn.
Oh, misses the charge dart
Ooh.
too here though.
Little miss. Okay, so
Good
that's why
damage.
Bush didn't have the physic earlier. You just hadn't equipped it until now.
Gotta be careful. Oh, that is the. Yeah, I was
that
about to say that's the move everyone dies to, man.
Yeah, you gotta be kind of. He was a bit too close, so you got hit by the start, like the close hitbox. But if you're kind of like at the edge of where the sword's at, you can just roll like the final part. Also, the terrain kind of messed him up there too. You can kind of sit under those hitboxes a bit if he's kind of like at a slant or like even ground, but it was like the reverse. So he just got blendered.
Yeah.
Radahn, take 2. And yeah, he had 37,000 runes on him. I'm kind of surprised he didn't just pump Vigor before going. And now, yeah, some of the boys have him help out.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, there isn't a no summon square, so you might as well just have everybody help out here. Get Okina on there.
Yeah.
For the blood
Get
procs.
some free bleed proc. Yep. Free poise damage too.
True.
And just damage. Like even without the bleed, like it helps. It adds up.
I assume
with
Alexander actually
Alexander.
does the most poise damage too.
Yeah, with like his fist attack hit, that does
Yeah.
a lot. Like the Iron Fist. Boom, 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 boom.
And it looks like that Bree might be going for the hero's grave here.
There's
So
a stagger.
possibly the Red
Ooh,
Wolf
see
one.
there's what I was saying with the roasted summons. You gotta like aim it at him when you cast it, or else it's just gonna miss. You can't turn it. So he missed all
Yeah.
that there. Here you gotta like run away because Radahn's just gonna kill all the summons. No, run guys, run! Oh no!
All just get annihilated. Radahn arrive.
I think yeah.
Besides Lionel, he's
Some
just
of them
hanging out.
lived, but Alexander died.
Okina's
yet
still there
again.
too, yeah.
Yeah, Tragoth died as well. Yeah, get those runes.
I'm surprised.
Blender again. See, that's what I mean. You dodged like the last hit of it instead.
Yeah, I'm surprised Istvan is not a summable character.
Ooh, huge stagger.
Very nice.
Yeah, like so much more stagger with summoning the summons. But if you have good enough damage, which I would say Bushy doesn't really, with just the +4 axe, it's better to not summon them sometimes because they just get in the way and cause problems.
Yeah.
But
Great
yeah, when
fight,
you have
though.
low damage, I'd say summoning them is just better. I think Bree, running through an Altus Plateau Hero's Grave here. I think just assuming that Bushy might go for it and try to snipe it, or like, he's not gonna rush for his champions. It's like, why would you? But I mean, here you see Bushy going for his champions kind of like right away.
Yeah,
And then
because
can
if
just
he
go
gets
and get
that,
the
then
5
it's
horse bosses for free. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty much over anyways. Because he can
The
just go for horse
unfortunate
bosses and take
mismark.
his own time.
Mhm.
rules are rules, penalties are penalties. You know, it's just
Yeah,
that,
I mean, it
that's how it
happens.
goes.
It's unfortunate to see.
It is
but-
unfortunate. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. It's not, you know, you have to have something in place.
Mhm. Let's see if Bree goes for the lava route through the hero's grave or goes for the
Chariot
catch a
ride.
route. Yeah.
I might as well catch a
Come
ride,
on,
right?
Catch a ride.
I like the catch a ride part personally, but I do think the lava's faster.
Come on. Nah, she's going for the lava. No, the catch ride is definitely faster if you get the right cycle. You don't have to like backstep through all this lava. Oh, yeah, okay, just playing it safe. I think you can run all the way down past it by that time, but like and get into the right spot there. Oh, she's doing both, I think. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, and there's the back steps.
It should be. I think Bushy's
wiggle it
pretty
up.
comfortable actually with the gargoyle fight too, so it shouldn't be that bad for him.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a bit until it gets there.
Yeah.
With the just having to run through the mimic fight as well, but then Garg's running up to Fia's champions, and honestly, this weapon is pretty bad for Fia's champions. Not gonna lie.
It's not great.
Yeah.
Where does Bushy drop
You
it
can
down?
get maybe some big damage on them.
Yeah.
Like as they're being summoned. There's also a Somber 5 that's dropped by the Crucible Knight right before Gargs that you could kill. The one that's kind of just looking over the edge. You can just kind of like knock it off the edge and get it. But I don't know if Bushy knows that or would go for that. We're fighting the red dog. Dog with a red.
Red dog with a red. Look at him. Look at him go. Nice
One
nice
who-
jukes here too.
Yeah, this is the dog that created the magic, you know?
Oh yeah. It's a good magic dog.
Dog with a magic.
Nice dodges here though from Bree. This fight takes a while to learn, I feel like. Because the dog is so
yeah.
fast. Like being able to read the attacks and knowing the patterns, it takes a while.
Yeah, it just doesn't stay still. It has 120 poise. Bree does get the stagger there at the end,
Nice.
but you see, like, you'd think it would have a bit less poise,
Yeah.
but, you know, its one weakness just being it generally has pretty low health for, like, where it's at usually for scaling. Yeah.
Oh
Bree is,
yeah.
some multiple bosses for Bree as well. Building up for that.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Was she going into the mimic tier butt naked? Which, yeah, for those who don't know, I mean, as you can see, if you mimic tier will just copy exactly what you're wearing, so you can just run in with absolutely nothing equipped and then just like re-equip it all, put your armor back on, and you'll just like poise through most of the hits and just kill them over and over.
Yeah.
It does make him pretty elusive though, but yeah. Die.
I mean, the funny thing is, like, with most
Didn't heal,
NPC
that's
fights anyways in
weird.
this game is that you can kind of running R2 punish a lot of them. Like, for some reason, the AI doesn't really react too much to running R2s.
Yeah, because it's like a delayed hit. They don't really input read it, or if they do, you'll usually like catch the roll because it's like a slower R2 or like a slower running attack. But yeah, it's kind of weird there. That Mimic usually will just kind of be very finicky and like run away and stuff, but that one just kept swinging and didn't get a chance to heal. So Bushy just capitalizing on that and just pressing R1 back, and obviously having an actual weapon compared to Fist is going to be way better. And now he makes his way to Gargoyles, which I could imagine him having a bit of a tough time. Although he has a lot of money, I would say just pump that all into health. Maybe a bit of damage, but again, levels, your stats for your damage isn't as valuable as like a weapon level or like your buffs, like Axe Talisman or Golden Vow type buffs, things like that. And it's just much more important to like level health in this case. There's also Kill an Ancestor Spirit. He didn't light the torch. If I remember, I would have lit these like 2 torches and then go back for the gargoyle.
Maybe.
Or go back for it after doing gargs.
I mean, I don't know. I
yeah.
feel like in this case, if I were Bushy, like even if you know that Bree's locked out of riding horse bosses, like she might still try and contest the whole Fias champs, and just try to rush as fast as possible. You know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just tough for Bree because the whole game plan changes once she loses the horse square.
Yeah.
Because now Bushy can just like he basically already has that square, and Bree doesn't have another bingo line she can rush. If there was still like a line available, then yeah, Bree could have like rushed it. Oh, Bree gets Somber 5 from this cave. Interesting. I didn't know there was one there.
Yeah, but it's kind of
with all like the pickups on the walls. Oh, this is for the Crystalline for the bell bearings.
Yeah.
Which Bushy already got that square. Oh, I guess just it's an Altus boss, and you grab the +5 on the way. Yeah, that's totally good. But yeah, I don't think Bushy has a plus, or maybe he does actually.
He does have a +5. Yeah.
Yeah, because he did this cave too. Just kidding. That's the other smithing cave, or the other cave. This is the somber cave. But yeah. So that Crucible Knight. Oh, maybe he got it from the Scarab actually on the way. Does that Crucible have a somber 6? I forget. I don't know. Either way, he has a +5, and that's like good enough. I think it might be a 6 is what I'm thinking of. Ooh, Bree dies to the Crystallians. Actually, both of them attacking at once. Like at the same time for once.
AI
Usually
fixed?
one just kind of sits there AFK. Yeah. I mean, I would say that, but half of that fight, one of them was just standing still right next to him. Yeah, it looks like Bushy did pump everything into health. Has a big health bar, and you see it already paying off as he's gotten kind of low. Ooh, bad place to heal.
Yeah, it's gotta be careful. I don't think going for the Ashes of War here is actually worth it, to be honest.
Yeah, unless you get like a stagger like right onto their head.
Yeah, I don't know. Even then, I think I'd rather take the riposte. Go for like a jumping R2 into a riposte.
Yeah. Ooh, decides to.
Oh, bonk damage. That's why.
Strike damage.
That makes sense. Honestly,
I forget their holy resist, but I don't think it's that much.
The Black Blade ones are very holy resist. I think these ones are not as much.
On these ones are 40, so that's still a lot.
Isn't Black Blade like 80 or something?
I'll check.
If you already have it up, you might as well.
Yeah. No, it's 40 as well.
Oh, it's 40 as well. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
But
It's
yeah,
good
they
damage.
Both
then
have 0 to strike. As opposed to, I think the axe is standard, which is only 10 resist, so it's like not that much difference. It's
still
only
very
slash
good
and pierce
damage.
that is really bad. Yeah, it's still just like a +12 or more weapon.
Yeah, I think it's +13. But yeah, that's still really good.
Yeah,
That's
and it's big poise damage too.
Yep. Bree getting the first Crystallion out of the way.
Has breathing poison, but she's got to watch out. Oh, he gets hit by the lingering hitbox.
And Bree getting the duo
slayed
fight
by
here.
Gargs. Yeah, getting a duo fight. Oh, yeah, that's another synergy for that square.
What?
Or like another reason to go for that one. There's the 3 duo trio bosses still on the board.
Oh yeah, I mean that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that one.
I mean, normally duo
Talk
trio
about
bosses
it,
isn't like around long enough for you to be like, hey, guards,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
It's like, so, but yeah, that's super fair actually.
Yeah, I think Bree only has 1 duo trio bosses. I don't know. I think Bushy would mark the ones if he had them, but yeah. Yeah, and Fia's Champions would also be a duo trio fight as well. Even though I guess there's technically 5 of them, but you know, it's like multi-boss fight. And at one point there's 3 on the screen at a time, so.
Yeah.
If it was 1x1 though, for like all 5, I feel like that wouldn't count.
No.
Because it's not like a, yeah. But there's 3 of them at the end, which is very fun to deal with, as we'll probably see Bushy have a great time fighting them if he gets there. But first, though, got to deal with the Gargs, the Poison Spit being easily the most annoying thing about these guys, especially when the second one comes down and then spews poison across the map, and you can't even like see it through the green swampy water here.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird. I don't know. Like, I really wonder why they gave them a poison attack.
Yeah, just to say like screw you to the players, right?
And the weird thing is that these ones are the only ones that have the poison attack. The Blackblade Kindred ones don't have that. I wonder like why. 'Cause
I mean, they got the destined death effect.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
But yeah, these are the only normal Gargs to have the poison.
Which is so weird.
Oh, didn't do a second.
Double
wow,
poison.
Mil's spacing well.
Very nice.
Ooh, but that poison was the forward one, so you can still get on him and attack. Can't punish this move. After this move for the Gargs, usually you can get a big charge or 2 there, but the poison there, yeah, like this is just the worst when you can't get an opening.
I wonder if he can jump over that side swipe though. You might be able to. I don't know.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I probably wouldn't have on that terrain. Yeah, the poison. He would have landed that hit there, but the poison like flinched the character, so then it moved like the weapon to the side and actually missed its leg.
Nice
I think
rolls
it would
though.
have hit otherwise, but yeah.
Also, Breeze on currently on Omen Killer Miranda.
Okay, here you can get a punish on the guard. Just go for a jump attack. Yeah, the mace is just too short.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, Bree, destroying Miranda out of mana though. It's just the awkward barrel too.
There we go. That's another duo fight for Bree too.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's 2 duo trio fights for her. I imagine she could do just Tree Sentinels here.
Yeah, she could.
I
Definitely.
feel like that'll be a bit slow compared to just running to Coastal Cave or something real quick.
Yeah, but I'm assuming she is already thinking
Altus bosses.
he's on his way
right?
to Fia's champs. Like, I might as well just do, Tree Sentinel. Yeah, Altus boss and do a trio boss. So
Yeah.
there we go. 1 gargoyle done for Bushy now. On to the last one. Has got to be careful though. He only has 1 healing left.
The Twin Blade Garg is more explosive, I'd say, in terms of just like a burst damage output than the sword one, because of all the spin moves.
Cool, cool AI, cool AI. That's a Yepazaki moment there.
He's just hanging out. He's like, oh, come close to me, man, and then we'll do something. Yeah, the damage is like you see. This is like a plus 13 weapon, and it's still like not that great.
Struggling, yeah.
Damage. The poise damage is very helpful, but yeah.
You are still bonking though, so I mean that's at the very least the good thing here. Yeah, you can easily just strafe that. Just hug the right leg.
Oh, goes
wow!
Right to the legs.
That missed.
Yeah, Brief Fighting Tree Sentinel actually not too bad of damage. I think she has she's a +5 at least now.
Yeah.
Takes 1 down. Which you're not fighting 2 at the same time. Would you count this as a duo fight? Just kidding.
Nah, it literally says Tree Sentinel
imagine.
duo.
Getting kind of low there, but managed to make it away. The torch one is so much like nicer to fight, but also like kind of scarier because like at least for me because I don't know it.
Ooh, nice
as
tagger.
well, like all the torch hits, but
yeah.
you can kind of out torches and compared to the shield attacks that have such huge lingering hitboxes, like it's so much nicer to deal with. But yeah, Bushy and Bree both coming to an end on these boss fights here. Surely nothing will go wrong on either end.
Dude, imagine Bushy dies to Gargs here and is here for another 30 minutes, and then Bree wins by
just
majority.
timeout.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a possibility.
Oh, nope,
but
there he goes.
Bushy takes out Gargs. He was out of heals, I think.
Alabaster's Lordsword and Godskin Peeler. Some of the good weapons for Bingo.
Yeah.
Both in one fight.
Bree getting the third duo trio bosses, though. Picking up a nice Hero's Urn as well for a good chunk of change. Immediately going into the Falling Star Beast fight here.
I wonder, Godskin Peeler actually
Another
on Fia's
ultimate boss.
champs. Wouldn't that be kind of... That would work out
Yeah,
pretty
that
well.
could be really good as they're being summoned. Even just as a level 0. I don't know if he has the stats for it.
That'd be kind of funny.
I imagine he would. Well, maybe not. Let me check his stat. I'm pretty sure it takes a good amount of dex. It might be kind of lower, though. He also has the Smithing Bell Bearings, so he could just level it up, too.
Yeah.
It takes 22 dex, 17 strength, so I don't imagine he has the dex for it.
Not too bad.
Yeah, probably not too far off. But yeah, making his way to Fia's champions.
Making his way downtown. Long Branch.
Deep Root.
Oh,
Minions doing L2 again with
past.
no mana. Oh. Yep. Keep it going. Bars.
I forgot how it ends.
Let him cook. Oh, okay. Who let him cook?
So Call Me Maybe. That's a different song. It's just a weird mix of just like random songs just mashed together lyrically.
Ooh, another stagger. Huge.
There we go.
That's gonna be
6 bosses.
for Bree. So yeah, I mean, she's catching up. She's got to just hope he just fails to Fia's champions for 27 minutes. Or maybe not even that long, because he still has to get the kill the 5 bosses at Red Horse, which he only has 1 of. Now, I think a lot of them he could go back and get, but that's still going to take a bit of time. So this is kind of the best play on Bree's end, to just go for all the other stuff.
Try and
just
bulldoze.
hope that, yeah, just put maybe a bit of mental pressure, like, oh, hey, if you don't... Ooh, the explosion. Like, hey, if you don't actually get this bingo, you know, I'm going to get a majority. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do think it's a good play. I do agree.
But yeah, Bushy does have a lot of health, so I don't imagine he dies here. Depends how familiar he is with this fight. But no matter how familiar you are with the fight, things could just go wrong very quickly, especially in the final phase of it, where all 3 of them are around. They're all very annoying. But he could probably blow up one of them with the L2 at the start.
I think the first 2 are going to be fine. It's the last part where all 3 are there that's going to be a little bit of a tougher situation.
Ooh, yeah. Honestly, that's not that much damage.
Honestly, yeah, against this guy,
like,
I would
usually
just...
you can like one-shot this guy with most, like, by the time you'd kind of get here normally.
Not even just that, yeah. Just go for those R1s,
but...
just so that you break the blocking. You can go for the riposte, and it just does a lot of damage.
Rajir can be also very annoying. So he has a good amount of health, and then just like the magic.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
There's the double roll on that. I'd rather go for the backstab if possible.
Nah, they usually like roll immediately or do something that you can't roll, or like lock onto you. The timing for it's very weird. He's all buffed up. Yeah, see, not too much damage. I imagine this. Kind of curious to watch the time is when phase 3 starts.
Ooh, he does get a nice Ash of War off though. Very nice.
Yeah,
he's taking a lot of damage.
The Rapier's very, very fast. You can't trade, like, you can't just mash R1 out of hit stun. He will beat you to that.
That was a lot of damage.
Yep, and that just burns through a lot of his heals for phase 3. Like, sure, he'll probably get through this fight, but yeah, like, you can't trade. You just have to respect it, which is why it's so important to get those big hits initially as they're spawning in.
Which is tough too, because then you have
another
Lionel next phase too. Lionel could be really annoying.
But even the other 2, like that, what makes Lionel so like critical or like so tough to deal with is that there are also the other 2 guys just like always there chasing you down. Like one with like infinite poise and giant hammers. This guy who just
Oh,
can
that's
just die
really
like
nice.
immediately, but yeah, just doesn't have enough damage to one-shot him. Now he has to do this guy running you down with a shield with quick step on it.
One
and
running,
carrying
yeah, I was gonna say
Slicer.
one R2 though. It does kind of break his blocking already, so you can just
Yeah,
go for a
he
frontal
burns a lot of his
poise.
stamina running, and then you just hit his shield, and it usually breaks him. But Bushy wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, you
Ooh,
gotta be
only got
careful of
clipped by-
Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead guy,
Yeah.
dude. If you let him
Yeah.
endure and just go for the
Okay,
full
there's one
attack,
down.
yeah, you get one shot.
Ooh.
That guy is scary.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate the
Ooh,
endure.
don't trade with him. Oh no, you can't.
Don't
do it. And
underestimate
now Bushy's
endure.
out of healing.
Yeah.
No, like barely any damage on Lionel as well. Who similar to Rajir can just do a quick. And then you have the skulls. Here they come. The
Yeah,
best part about this fight.
Hate the whoosh.
Yeah, this is so tough. Yeah, like every second counting down, you know, it's like Bree's getting that much closer to the other stuff on the board.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like even if he gets Fia's champs, it's not over until he gets 4 more horse bosses,
Mhm.
and that could still take him time too. So if he doesn't get this fight
Wow,
done
Lionel
until
didn't-
like an hour and 55, he's got 5 minutes left to kill 5 or 4 other horse bosses. That doesn't mean that he still has to do that part. So
Mhm.
this guarantees him the bingo line if he gets this, but it doesn't mean he actually gets it. You know?
Yeah. And I think that's what Bree's counting on. Like, okay, let's running through Gargs to Fia's champion takes a while. Like you saw, he had a very slow Gargs fight. He even died once, and this isn't looking that
Ooh.
great. Yeah, he
Oh, that
poised
was
it.
so risky.
That was really lucky of him for it to roll away. But here comes the skulls again. You gotta wait at least like 7 seconds for those to go away before you can do anything.
That was
You gotta-
so
Ooh,
risky,
stop
man.
running. Oh, it's so scary when the guy just stops running at you with the double axes.
Yeah, just like looks at you.
Yeah. Oh, like if he just swings there after the endures, then you're just dead.
Okay. Oh my God, that's so
Oh,
risky,
the roll-
dude.
Yeah, with Lionel right there, dude. Yeah.
But that missed.
Wow. No, he got a roll off in time. Oh, it missed the guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
weird.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay. Dude, he's got no healing, and he's got. Dude, this
Yeah,
is,
I know. this is butt
This
touching
is
for sure.
Monka dubs to max. We got Lanciax on the other screen here too.
Yeah, here comes the skulls. I've seen people ride Torrent when fighting Lanciax, and yeah, because you can't really stagger like Lanciax and Fortisax and whatnot.
Makes more
I think it's
sense.
better to just
Yeah.
to fight them like on the horse.
It does look.
I mean, you
It does
can
look
stagger
smoother.
them, but
Yeah.
they have like an insane poise resistance modifier or something on top of having like 200 poise. Ooh,
There it
Lionel!
is.
There
There it is.
Oh, that's unfortunate for him. Yeah,
He's got
maybe
time.
now
He's
this-
got time.
Yeah, he does have plenty of time. I mean, like, I'd say like 15ish minutes, 10 to 15, because he also needs time to do the horse square, right?
But he's still. I mean, he still is currently on a 2-square lead here. But he's got
Yep.
20 minutes to kill Fias and 4 horse bosses.
Oh, looks like-
Otherwise, Bree could catch up
Oh,
here
it's
and just
going to
snag
upgrade,
a
I think.
majority victory at the end. Oh, what a weird cycle.
Oh, he's upgrading the Alabaster's Lord Sword.
Oh, because of Gravitas. That works
Yeah.
actually really good.
Yeah,
That might not
That's
be a
very
bad
smart.
idea.
he's like, yeah. There's this, remembers his just being like, yeah, I'm not gonna deal with with this shitty weapon. That's what I said earlier. Like, Rostax is not a good weapon for Fia's champions. This is like better with the Gravitas. They can still roll it though, like the Alabaster's Lord's pull or whatever.
They can still
But-
roll it, but it's not going to be. Well, that
He's
was
barely
really
dodging
close.
the fire there. Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't do this as one of our Altus bosses, by the way.
Yeah, I think maybe just wanted to get the Altus bosses first.
Yeah, maybe.
For,
Yeah.
And a lot of them were synergy for other things, like the duo trio.
Horseback does seem to be the
He
call
got
here,
the
though.
Ritual Sword
That's
Talisman.
this is
Yeah,
like
just the mobility is really good
yeah,
when you have
really
this much
nice.
room to work with. And there's the thing, 9 to 10. Bushy didn't. Oh no, he did.
He
Okay,
did,
I
he
was gonna
did.
say, wait, why?
Yeah,
why
he
is
was
there?
confused too. I
Yeah.
was like, hold
Yeah,
on a
it's
second.
way up there on the map. So I was gonna say, wait, he didn't grab the grace. There's no way. Yeah, now Bree running to Leonine Misbegotten here.
That's gonna be 10
which
to
will
10.
be a very fast fight. Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is interesting. This is
Um,
interesting. And she still has the harp bow for bow only if she really wants to do it.
Oh, Bushy's actually, I think, is starting Roderica's quest line here to have some summons to help out against them. Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
a fair
I honestly
point.
don't blame him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows he has the time. Let me just get through this fight, and then, then I'll go for the bosses that ride a horse.
Let me prep it up. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a very safe play. Smart to just do that. Just accepting. Yeah, these these fights, you gotta respect them. Yeah, I probably never would have thought of that. I would have just been stubborn and just tried to keep fighting it.
Smash your head against that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll work it. We'll work.
Yeah, this is definitely a very good play to just set up a bit more for him. If he uses the jellyfish, I would say to use the jellyfish because it just has the most health.
I would go for the skeletons because the
oh yeah, they
would just revive. Yeah. Right. Although I do wonder
none
if
of them have fully damage. Oh wait, that doesn't matter in Elden Ring anyway.
I do wonder though, like, do the Fierce champs like know that they have to hit him again to like not have them revive?
No, they
just
AI
de-aggro?
doesn't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least like normal bosses do that. Oh, Bree actually going to finish off Tree Spirits first.
Yep.
She
already
has to know at
has
this point.
one.
Yeah, he's going to Fia's Champions. Yeah, she already has the one in Altus. Yeah, this is getting interesting. It felt kind of Jover when she lost the square, but it's with Fia's Champions being the menace they are.
Yeah.
Anything could happen at this point. Especially because even if Bushy gets the square, depending on how slow this goes, I don't know about summoning the guys this early.
I mean, they can, I guess, wait.
Yeah, especially against the Twin Blade guy, because he'll finish a combo and it could still just like break them on the ground, right?
They do res though, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
There you go.
Like
Nice.
kills them and then does like another attack, just following it up and hits.
Bree
things.
dies to gravity.
Yeah, that's not too bad, but that's just like a minute down the drain.
They look so goofy.
The militia.
Yeah, they
men.
look so goofy.
Yeah. Dude, they're poking him.
Yeah, they're staggering.
Oh my god, they're owning him.
That's...
Yeah, way better than the jellyfish, like easily. The jellyfish might have more health, but yeah,
wow.
Like you said, these guys can summon. Now here's where they'll have to pull a lot of the weight. We'll get a big attack on the hip.
Oh
Nice,
wow, really nice.
Huge. Ooh, dodges that one though. Very risky. Yeah, carrying slice. You see how much damage that deals.
There we go. Oh, they
Not
do.
dead,
They do kill the skeletons when they're on the ground. Or at least the Pumpkinhead killed.
I think they
yeah.
do.
See,
oh
look at
no, yeah, they target it. Yeah,
They
okay.
do. They do
so
target
the
them.
NPCs know. Why that didn't happen before is why I didn't think they did was because of the using them against Bofa. Bofa doesn't care. So I think if the NPCs, they know. They see that they're rezzing.
Yeah, Bofa's
So yeah, kind of. The thing is though, that got him through that phase with. Now he has 4 flasks instead of 0 going into this phase, right? And with a much better weapon. This weapon has like way more reach.
Yeah, and gravitas.
Yeah,
that.
if you ever use that, yeah.
I mean, it is useful though. It really is.
No, I think it can help. I think they'll roll it though, just on the input reading and stuff.
Well, they can't. They can't roll it because they'll roll the initial sword going into the ground, but they don't roll the actual shockwave. You can always hit them with it. Because
You're so smart.
Thank you. Yeah, so like that's with a lot of NPC fights. If you are trying to like manipulate NPC fights as much as possible, or the AI in this case, if you have any Ash of War that has a build-up animation, you can use that to your advantage. So in this case, Godskin Peeler, right? They're gonna initially dodge just you starting up your weapon, but then they're gonna continuously dodge the wave Same with, in this case,
39 left.
gravitas, because you put your sword in, that's the animation. They're going to dodge that, but not going to dodge the initial after effect of the actual shockwave. So
Yep.
you can really mess with the AI in that way and get your Ashes of War off.
Bushy, no more healing left.
Yeah, again, on...
Kind of has to respect Lionel here now. Lionel's still pretty healthy.
second Tree Spirit here for
Got a
Bree.
bit hasty in that fight. Yep. Make quick work of this move. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, that should be it. Just kidding. And that should be it.
Second
Yeah,
Tree Spirit
and
for
Lionel,
Bree.
the speedrunner's nightmare. See Bushy just like not happy at the skull spamming attack. Yeah, there it goes again. That's like 4 in a row. Just
Here's the thing, though.
Lionel's such a little rat, dude. I hate this guy.
Here's the thing. If you have Lionel summon the skulls, run at him, because the skulls go over your head.
Yeah, if you have the spacing right, yes. Like you can get behind it.
Oh!
They both
What the-
just jumped at each other.
Oy!
My god. Yeah, that rolling attack comes out so fast.
I'd
Yeah,
Gravitas here.
fortunately, his weapon has enough poise. But you see how tanky Lionel is. Like,
Blood tax.
you gotta be careful too with these jump attacks because they can input read it. But yeah, with the skull attack, you can like have it go over and past you
Oh.
like that.
Dude,
You can't go for the jump attacks.
there's no way. There's no
Oh,
way,
no.
dude. We're at 148. He's got 12 minutes. There's no way,
Oh my
dude.
gosh, yeah, the time is full. He went into this fight at like 135. He might just
You might just
pivot off and go
pivot.
for majority. But thing is, this whole time, Bree has been, racking it up. Yeah, I think he's just going for horse bosses now, and might just come back to Fia's champion to secure it at the end.
Yeah, she's gonna get Tree Spirits here. Then she can get Leonimus Begotten. It's gonna be 11 to 10 in this case if she gets both.
Yeah.
And then 11-11 if he gets horse bosses.
Yeah,
This
I
might
think
be a
very
tie.
smart for Bushy to go for just getting the horse square here.
I get horses, and then I'd go for Ancestor Spirit, to be honest. Go Regal instead.
Yeah.
That way
What's
you're at least
your-
at 12 squares. You win by majority.
Yeah.
You have enough time to
What's your favorite animal, Dom?
do it. Gorilla.
It's a good one.
I like gorillas a lot. I think they're really cool. What about you?
I don't know. I used to like frogs a lot as a kid, but I don't know. I haven't like thought about it lately.
Frogs?
There's a lot of cool animals out there. Yeah, there's frogs. Like Ribbit, Zoo Pals. Sorry. Bree getting 3 tree spirits, tying it up all 10 to 10.
Dude, what is this game?
Yeah, Bree's gonna get Leonine. Bushy's has 2 horse bosses. He can do the 2 Liurni ones pretty quick. He has the Academy Key and main.
Knight's
Academy
Calf,
Key.
jeez.
Yeah, and that would be the 3.
Go for Knight's Cav and Limgrave. It's weaker. Knight's Cav and Weeping.
Bree still has Remembrance Boss bow only as well.
Yeah.
And I do think, even with the heart bow, 10 be
10
like
minutes?
5 minutes probably.
I don't know. about
After
this.
Leonine. Yeah, this is
I don't know how I
nail
feel
biting
about
for
this.
either side. Like,
I don't I don't know how I feel about this, dude. This is something.
it'd be a crazy comeback for Bree here.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. And that was maybe like the false confidence of being like, I have technically a free
Yeah.
square.
Like 30 minutes to go do that, and
You
like I'll
know?
be fine. But then Lionel just showing that he's a little rat.
Bushy
Bushy's
missing
kinda
2
getting
charged
bullied by
R2s.
this- Yeah, getting bullied by this Knight's Cavalry too. It's not a fun fight. This boss kind of sucks. Just runs around a lot. What if Bree knows the skip?
This
I
might
don't
be a
think she
tie, dude.
does. Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Which is so awkward.
Ooh, there's the stab. Big damage. It's so brutal, just stabbing him like through into the ground, basically, with the sword that
Yeah.
long. That is 3 horse bosses for Bushy. He's coming. He's getting those horse bosses. Bree should make light work of the Leonine here, though. Here you can just drop down from the very top. You don't have to be safe. Like you can land on the edge there from the top.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I showed you that.
playing it safe. Probably, yeah.
I remember. I distinctly remember that just because. What?
What? Sorry, you were stuttering, and I was making fun of you.
Oh, okay. You're making fun of my stutter?
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
Wow.
Well, you don't have a stutter.
Wow. That's all good. It's fine. I can't believe it.
Anyway. Yeah, I agree with what you were saying.
No, I just remember you popping in when I did that accidentally once. You're like, oh shit, you can land there. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. But if you want, because the slide off is a bit weird and risky, so you can just land on that first pillar and then just drop down all the way.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I've done running sections like that. Leonine with the schmoves.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Doesn't
gosh.
want to
Okay,
die. There's
Leonine
though.
down, and Bree has more than 7 minutes to go beat up Godric bow only if that's what she wants to do. Immediately goes to EG. I imagine, is the heart bow somber?
That's a good question actually. I don't think so.
She equipped the heart bow. She would know more than anybody here. She's buying somber stones. It's
somber.
Wow. So that's gonna make a huge difference.
Dude, there's no way.
Oh wow. This is crazy.
Wait, Bree's gonna win.
The heart bow somber is kind of pretty unique.
Bree's gonna win.
It depends how the soldier Godric or the Godric fight goes.
The Knight's Cav, he's on
arrows.
he's got three horse bosses. He's got 3 horse bosses. This is 4th horse boss right here.
She has secluded cell.
He can go for his 5th horse boss, and then he has to go for Regal in 6 minutes. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, no, you can't do Regal and the rest of that in that time.
He has 4. Well, it says 2. I just saw the last one. I assumed 3. No one's marking their shit. I don't know what's going on.
Barrage on the heart bow too. That's very fast. Just go.
That's exactly how I thought of it too. Yeah.
Yeah. Tune into Bree's gameplay here to hear the heart bow. Does it have a? I want to know if it has a special sound. But because it's like a harp, you know.
Oh, like a dong dong.
The dun dun.
Let's see. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on a second.
Oh, I don't have audio.
No, you'll have audio in a second here. I gotta turn it up. All right.
Slow motion.
Oh, I broke it.
It's fine. As long as
I don't hear anything.
Oh,
well, I hear. I don't hear like a special sound. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
11 to 11.
Bushy doing. Wait, was that 5 bosses of Red Horse for Bushy?
Apparently so. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, all tied up. He has 5 minutes.
He's got that much time to kill Fuse Champs.
To go do Moose.
This is going to be really close.
He's going for Moose.
Doesn't have that crazy of damage.
Dude, this is not good.
I mean, he has to go for Moose though. It is, I think, faster than. The thing is, Moose can just teleport out, go and heal. It's tough. I mean, it's either that or Fia's, right? Bree has 5 minutes for this fight.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a +5 heart bow, dude. It's doing nothing.
It's so bad.
Nice, aiming for the head. Let's go, Bree.
And she still
Get
missed.
those headshots.
That was funny.
Yeah, he's moving around. Oh, the double side swipe. Look at that. Good RNG.
Yeah, the double. That was kind of nice. I've never seen him do double before. It's got Barrage. Isn't Barrage technically better in this case?
Yeah, but it kind of can trigger him to do that attack more. So yeah, Bree going for the timing. There's a little bit of a window right after he does the final stomp to where you can get like an arrow in. Oh, this is a great attack. You can just back up and go.
Yeah, nice doing the jump shots too for faster animations.
So yeah, I imagine after this, if Bree gets this, she would probably just start setting up Answer Spear, but by the time she gets down the heal for elevators. Like,
Yeah, Bushy has 4 minutes to get Ancestor. Still has 1 or 2 more of the braziers to light.
yeah, normally where a lot of these
never mind.
attacks in phase 2, Godric is like bad, like the flame attack there. It's like good with the bow because
I put up a hell of a fight. If
don't
he
gotta
gets
deal
Fuse
with,
champs, I don't even care. I put up a hell of a fucking fight this
deal with it,
game.
you can just back away. So yeah, 12 to 11 here. Bushy has
Language.
3 minutes. What did I?
No, not you, Bree. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't have audio, so I didn't.
Nah, that was so cool though.
My bad, it's probably talking over. Ooh, the summon.
I mean, hey,
Okay.
there's a lot of mental stress. I completely get it.
I think yeah, the deer. Yeah, it takes. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a tie. This damage is gonna be a tie.
It's a tie. It's definitely a tie. Yeah.
Unless he just
Well,
gets trolled for 3 minutes.
I don't know. Honestly.
Because it can heal, it can teleport away. Oh, I think the militiamen are gonna get. Oh, yeah, and there's the teleport.
Should we tune into Bushy?
Basically, just comes down to this.
If he can stagger Ancestor out of the heal, that's like the big move here. He's got enough health. He can just tank the heal. Just tank the heal. Go for charged R2s.
Yeah. Ooh, this is a good attack.
Yeah.
Ooh, standing in that. That can deal a lot of damage. You got.
There's a stomp.
Here's the heal.
He just hit him. Just hit him.
Yeah.
You can lose. Eat that attack. Just eat that attack.
I still think he's totally fine because Moose heals
2 minutes.
less and less. Yeah, he heals less and less each heal. So even if gets trolled for that long.
Oh.
Ooh, and there's the stagger just
Wow.
in time.
Oh, he misses
Oh,
the head though. What the? What is?
That was because it got hit by the militiaman, I think, right before the hit.
That
so
was
it, like,
weird.
flinched it. Yeah. Ooh, big damage.
Second heal.
I think
dude,
it's gonna heal
unlucky.
again. No, that was just normal stomp.
Okay,
Oh, the
not a
teleport.
Second heal.
Yeah, it can't actually die in the teleport.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why you'll see speedrunners get it to like 1 health
Yeah,
maybe on a
throw my
teleport and then shoot with the bow
fucking
from
nuts in
far.
your
So
face,
yeah,
bro.
Bushy's securing the tie. Go kill Fierce Champion, 1 minute, go, go, go.
I don't know if you heard what he
it's
said,
good.
but all right.
Oh, I didn't. What'd he say?
He said, yeah, throw my fucking nuts in your face. So,
Oh, okay.
because I'm
yeah.
assuming his chat was yelling at him for throwing. So,
Yeah, and Bree's shocked that, man, he got that thing to tie it up.
and it's a tie. Yeah, it's literally a tie.
Yeah, Bree just has to kind of sit there and wait it out.
Dude, what a
That,
match!
that was crazy.
That's
yeah.
our first tie of the season too.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Very smart from Bushy to pivot off of the Fierce Champion, just giving him too much of a hard time because just how good of a game design this boss fight is.
Wow.
Just how it is. So, yeah,
That
he got one of the Fierce Champions.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Bree says you can have that square.
And there we
Let's
go.
just have
It is a tie. Holy!
Yeah, that's incredible.
That was nuts.
Those good plays all around, honestly.
That was
Um,
absolutely nuts.
I think Bushy just getting some revenge kill on the on the Fierce Champions here. I love how now he's just destroying them though. Oh,
All right, well,
Sorry.
Jesus Louises. Yeah, for predictions, by the way, when it comes to our channel, if it's a tie, we just get canceled out. It just gets canceled out.
you should pay out. Yeah, no, never mind. I was gonna say pay out believers regardless, but it's not really a believer doubt type of gamba. Yeah, Bushy doing a lot better in this fight against Fierce Champions. Realizing, oh wow, they're just gonna beat up the boys as they're rezzing, so has to fight alongside them. But yeah, Bushy getting Fierce Champions, but it's all a little too late. Like it's a tie, which for
That's
Bushy
crazy.
not too bad getting a tie, because it still gives him that half a point.
Yeah. Welcome in, Bree.
Yeah.
Welcome in.
Welcome in.
GG's.
Sorry, I was muted. Hello, thank
Good.
you.
Hello.
Yeah, that was a crazy match.
I can't believe the ending to that game. So I actually,
Yeah.
so when I made my miss mark, and I'm like, well, what do I do now? Because that like guarantees that line, and he had huge priority on that line.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I hope there's an incident because Gargs are painful, and with what we had on the board, I'm like, he's not going to be like super over leveled. So I'm like, maybe there's going to be an incident with Gargs or Fia's champions themselves, because obviously we all know they're really annoying.
Yep.
So I'm like, well, whatever. I'm going to battle through. I'm going to just kill things mindlessly. That's what I know how to do.
Yeah,
and
you were right, because Bushy, I think he died to Gargs once or so, but
Yeah.
and it was kind of slow fight as well, because just how Gargs go.
Mhm.
But yeah, Fia's champions, he died twice
Oh.
doing it, and it's like just slow fights with it, with Lionel trolling with the skull summons all the time, and so yeah, then he decided, okay, I gotta pivot off and go and get some other squares, like as you saw at the end, the boss's red horse and the ancestor spirit right at the end in time. So
Yeah.
I know, and I like wasn't sure if I was just like waiting for that square to get marked, or if ultimately he was just pivoting entirely. Honestly, with the mistake that I made, which was a pretty, in my opinion, critical mistake to make, I am more than happy to walk away with a tie. That's just
Yeah.
crazy. That's
yeah, no,
just
you
wild.
did the best play there to just go for like a majority timeout win and just hope for the best. You played your
Thank
outs, played your
you.
outs.
It reminded me of a match. I think it was Gino versus Ainron last season, where Gino had gone to Fia's champs, and I think he was killing it right at the last minute. So I'm like,
Yeah.
if it's like a similar timing to that, and Gino died quite a few times as well. So I'm like, if it's a similar time to that, you know what? I'm gonna hope that this game just times out. And wow, that's just wild.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. So
Yeah, really good stuff with recognizing the Limgrave strength as well. And
Thank
just, like
you.
all the synergy around there. Cause
Yeah, we were talking about that,
You
yeah.
saw like Bushy kind of went for like Altus stuff like right
Mhm.
away.
yeah,
Came
which
back for like
was very
cemetery
scary.
and whatnot. But
mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, I think without that mistake, I actually feel like I played pretty well early game. Because the line or the squares I was going for, I think effectively blocked anything from Altus that would be threatening. And I felt like it was allowing me to build my character. But then as soon as I made that mistake, I like was thrown, so I was late to Cemetery Shades, and then I had to sacrifice all my runes that I had
Mhm.
to Memory of Grace.
Yep.
yeah.
I was like, I'm sure you guys could see it. I was just scraping the barrel for runes. So I ended up doing that Grail cheese, which thankfully worked very quickly today. That was like the fastest Grail cheese I've
Yeah.
ever had. And yeah, I don't know how that just happened. I have no clue. That's just
I
silly.
mean, you played well. You played your outs, and that's how it happened.
Yeah, let me
Thank you,
bring
thank you.
Bushy in here with two real quick.
Okay.
Welcome in, Bushy. GG's, good sir.
Commit GGs. What a
GG
match
Bushy.
And
Thank you, Bushy. GG's to you as well. That was an insane match.
yeah, that was the match fixing that we were talking about.
Yeah, apparently. Oh my god, I don't think either of us planned for it to go that way. So
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think anyone expected a tie going into this match.
I do
was
think sudden death would be kind of cool, Domo. I'm just saying.
Just buy extra time. But yeah, no, the thing that I think is kind of crazy, by the way, is I guess realizing that Fia's Champs is way more time consuming than
Mhm.
it seems. You know, because like even like at the time, I think when the square of 5 horse bosses was turned over, I think that's when Bushy was going for Radon, and then realizing he had like I think it was like 30 minutes at that time. Like, oh, he's got 30 minutes, like
No, I had
enough
40
time.
minutes.
Or 40 minutes even. Yeah, like it's just enough time. You know, it's fine. Just give him the time. He'll probably figure it out. And then the longer went on, the longer we're like, oh, this is okay.
Yeah, I mean, I got the square. If I had gone for it instead of Ancestor Spirit, I would have won. But like, I wasn't entirely confident that there wasn't going to be an incident. You guys weren't watching, but I got it like a minute.
Yeah.
after
Oh,
the
we saw
match
that. We
ended.
saw that.
We
Yeah.
did see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for not getting it during the match. That was really thoughtful.
Oh yeah.
Little
yeah,
match
you're-
fixing there, you know.
Yeah, you're welcome, Bree. I definitely didn't intentionally had a Fia's Champs incident.
Yeah, I was just telling them that when like the whole Miss Mark went down and I saw that it was essentially lining you up perfectly for Fia's Champs, all I could think about was Gino's match where he was stuck on Fia's Champs at the very end. And I think he got it with like 20 seconds to spare. But I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
That takes a long time. Maybe there's a little Garg incident. Maybe there's a Fia's Champ incident. So I kind of just like rode on blind faith that something like that would happen. So I think I cursed you a little bit. So I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, I was just gonna do. I was just gonna win by majority. Obviously, that wouldn't have been a super hard thing to clean up.
Mhm.
But chat mentioned tiebreakers, and I was like, oh wait, hold on, bingos are tiebreakers. But obviously-
Oh.
yeah, I definitely never go for Fia's Chance. I had a lead on Altus. I had majority would have been a super
I
easy
was
win.
surprised
But
by that too, Bushy. Like based off of how we normally play against each other, I feel like the only times you ever would force a bingo is if you needed to. Like I had blocked off all your other options, so I was pretty surprised by your choice to do that. But that makes sense. It does change kind of your perspective on what you want to do in the game. So
yeah, I obvious. I mean, if I don't have an incident, I do still just get 13 squares and get the
Mhm.
bingo, and that
Mhm.
gets all the tiebreakers that I want. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, it took longer than I thought it would. I thought I had like 15 minutes worth of incidents to
Mhm.
available to have. I probably had like 10.
Yeah, that's surprising even to me because I was kind of outlining it in my mind how long it would take you and like theoretically where you were at, and I also would have estimated higher. But it's just it's not even the bosses; it's the traversal. It just takes forever to get to that area. So
Yeah, and I mean,
Wild.
the individual boss fights take forever as well, right?
yeah, they're just annoying. Like even if you do them, they just take a long time. They're tedious for sure. So well played. That was wild. My heart was just I think my heart rate was like 160 at the end.
Yeah, that
Gonna
was a
have
crazy match to watch as well.
I bet, yeah.
Good games.
Yes, sir. With that being said, GG's to both of you. Oh, great game, great game to watch. Okay, you know what? Chris definitely jinxed me with making fun of my stutter before, so now I'm stuttering even worse. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out and playing. Really appreciate it. And we will see Bree tomorrow, I believe. Correct?
Yep. I play against Zoodle tomorrow.
Yep. And GG's to Bushy with doing 2 matches back to back today. Yeah, and we'll see. We won't see Bushy next week, right?
Nope, that was my final match.
Oh, that was our final match?
Yep.
Final.
Well, hot damn, that was one hell of a final match, Bushy.
That was.
Well, hopefully not actual final match.
Yeah, you for round robin,
Yeah,
for round
true,
robin.
True, yeah.
And I definitely appreciate the sentiment, Bushy, but I hope you don't throw your nuts in my face. That's something that he said when he beat.
That was telling me that I was throwing, and I needed to send it back at him.